Allow the children
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you lie down, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My yegun. Ayégun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Hello there.
Ayégun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ayégun ti dé ọ̀rẹ́ ara lórí Facebook lórí.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Ó bá ṣe àní Mayegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Please read the caption of the broadcast, the description of the broadcast, okay? And, before you start commenting, okay, share the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and pay up your offering. Like the video. It is going to be an interesting night. And to our new, our new members in the temple, you are welcome if this is your first time of watching Mayegun live.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Lórí
Betta Gate. Betta Gate. Betta Gate.
Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
APC, Egbekegbe came to do three things. I will continue to remind you. They came to steal. They came to destroy. And they came to kill. APC, Egbekegbe, will end Nigeria. As for you, the enablers, we hope you repent before it is too late. Betta Edu. Motide. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun live. If you are watching it live, okay. However, I believe you've done all of the normal routines, right? Shared the broadcast to invite others, right? You have read the caption of the broadcast, the description. You know what we are going to talk about tonight, right? It is going to be interesting because it is not just a Betta Edu that has now been suspended. Yeah? That is really the hot take tonight. While we were sort of wondering what was going to happen to Betta Edu and all of the allegation of, attempted stealing and the already stolen billions. And I told you, some were like, she should resign. Others were like, she should be sacked. And while people were debating that, we did not know that Peter Obi, Julius Malema, Patrick Lumumba, we didn't know that they were about to ignite another massive youth movement in Ghana. And Ghanaian government got wind of the fact that these are great influence, especially corresponding with what is going on in Ghana right now. Do you know that Ghana, they are going to have their own presidential election in December this year? I know a lot of you are soaked in all of the horrible things happening in Nigeria every day to be bothered about what is going on in Ghana. But because Peter Obi was there, that has now brought some sort of searchlight or so a beam on the political activities going on in Ghana as Nigerians are screaming under the economic ruins of APC, Egbekegbe in Nigeria. Ghanaians were struggling. They were crying, sweating blood too, under the economic ruin of their own current government too, which now it's kind of sparked a kind of obedience-like movement in Ghana. And it is called New Force. This New Force is a big thing in Ghana. It is what you will call third force, like you had it in Nigeria. Oh, third force and all that. So they were built to speak at a convention organized allegedly by people who have link to opposition parties. So bringing Lumumba, bringing Peter Obi, bringing Julius Malema, no, that is too much. No, we're not going to let that happen. So they stopped Obi and all of them from holding that convention. But they eventually spoke elsewhere. There were reactions too. So I'm going to give you what I know on that tonight. There are others too. However, let us start with this. When Betta Edu went for the Thanksgiving in the Church of the Lord.
Your name and your testimony.
Church, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. My name is Dr. Betta Edu, and I came to thank God. Last year at Shiloh 2022, I prayed and told God that by the next time I come for the next year's Shiloh, I want to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On the last day of Shiloh, just as I was working out, I saw Papa, Bishop David Oyedepo, and I went to greet him and meet him as usual. And I whispered to him, I said, Papa, I need you to pray for me. I have just one prayer request now. And he said, what is it? I said, I want to come back to Shiloh 2023 as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He put his hand on my head and he said, it is done. I stood up and I left. I came today to return all glory to God, that in spite of all odds, today I'm a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, one of the youngest in the Fourth Republic. People my age are not at the Federal Executive Council of Nigeria in this Fourth Republic, but today I can boldly stand here to say God did it. I came to return all glory to God.
Let's give
Alhamdulillah.
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 Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil
Alamin. Amen. That was Betta Edu at the last Shiloh 2023. While many of you were praying for husband, because as in a Shiloh, the majority of people, they go to pray for husband, you know, that kind of thing. Betta prayed to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. She is 37 years old. She's young. And she, for those who followed their campaigns, as APC, Egbekegbe's women leader, she worked so hard to ensure that thiefnubu is president. And expectedly, she expected some reward. And all of that, including involving Govt, Oyedepo, and all of that. At the end of the day, it was all for looting and stealing. Can you imagine that kind of energy that people put into, right, into their craft in order to finally arrive at where they can have unhindered access, uncheckered access. I mean, access to the public fund. That's so creative. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, the fact that I have realized that Nigeria, that a lot of us agree that it is not working, is because it is not working for the majority. Okay? But for the few that ensure that it is not working for the majority, that's exactly what they wanted it to be like. It is the Nigeria they wanted, exactly how it should be. Now you will be the victims. They complain, and we are in the majority. But when you look at the efforts they put into getting into political office, only just to arrive there and loot and start stealing. It's so creative, isn't it? So Betta Edu became minister to alleviate the poverty that they created under them Nigeria became the poverty capital of the world. Mhm. And I think Nigeria still holds that badge of dishonor as we speak. Under them, Nigeria became the unemployment capital, the unemployed people's capital of the world. It's a huge number, trust me. And the effects can be felt everywhere. So, Betta Edu, Omolong, child of God, daughter of the Most High, a supposed ambassador of God, ambassador of the faith, Abi faith Ideni. She became minister and she started alleviating the poverty of her friends and families. Somehow, it is what they all do, but it is how she did it that sort of set her up. And you know, in Nigeria, Nigerians don't really hate corruption. No, Nigerians don't, many Nigerians they don't really hate corruption. They just don't like it that they are not the ones doing the corruption or benefiting from the corruption. Then everybody would now scream, "You are so corrupt. God punish you. Thunder fire you. How can you be this?" But others are going to be like, "Leave her alone, Joe. Leave her alone. Is she the only person? Is she the first person?" That conversation is currently ongoing. Here you get. But let me tell you what she did before you get lost in the entire conclusion. Don't be confused. Betta Edu became minister, and in a space of 3 months, they opened shop because the whole ministry is about sharing money. The woman before her name is Sadiya Umar Farouk. That's the one before her. Okay, that one never had any register of poor people or anything. But as you are looking at her, this woman alone has shared over 2 trillion naira. Out of over 2 trillion naira she shared, they have no record of the people she paid because they didn't have bank accounts. But according to her, more than 11.5 million poor people in Nigeria were paid money regularly. This one, you know, get registered. There's nothing to trace or anything. Oh, are you with me? But currently, she's now in EFCC custody. Guess for how much? Because they found 37.1 billion naira in somebody's account. The money was transferred, approved by her. And they believe that she must have been corrupt then. Are you kidding me? 37 billion out of 2 trillion naira. I write. That is why a lot of people who are seeing this believe that it is just putting up a show, a distraction, all right, from what is really, really going on that should indeed get your real attention. The destruction, the further and continued destruction of the Nigeria economy through their continued corruption, self-enrichment. Some people don't believe in all of this. I don't too, but let's just have it on record. You know, she's not the only person signing out money. In 3 months, she approved 3 billion, over 3 billion naira to consultants alone. Just consultants to consult for the ministry, over 3 billion. In one of those ridiculous things that were also kind of what is wrong with this lady? She single-handedly requested for the Accountant General of the Federation to pay money over 500 million naira, 585 million naira into a private account. Who does that? Because the accounts they normally put huge money in, the one they use to distribute money to those they called vendors. Eh? You know, you are like vendor now. If they say, come and supply us tissue paper, that means you are a tissue paper seller. Doesn't matter if you don't even have a shop, or you are a supplier, you are a vendor. Just give them your account details. Thank you very much, UO. So my super sticker is for those who are like that kind of generous, like when my people feel a little bit funky and generous. That is when you begin to see the colorful comments like yellow, purple, blue, and all that. And thank you very much for your generosity. I don't know the full meaning of you, by the way, but thank you for that. So you are a vendor, and the account is managed by another pseudo group put together called NSIPA. You see those NSIPA, they are the ones that disburse money. The minister will say, oh yeah, give that one 1 million, give that one 2 million, that one 500 million, just like that, because the money is there from the previous minister. It's like the leftover change, 47 billion naira. So they said when she came in and she quickly spent about 3 billion like that, 3 billion to consultants. What are they consulting? The one that was in charge of the account decided to do her own bidding too, because that's what they do in that ministry. Share the money. Do you understand? It's like just you sit down now, and then they just drop money on your lap like that and say, yeah, use your idea, use your initiative. How do you think you can share this money? How much is that? 200 billion naira. 200 billion. Okay, what if we start teaching people how to barbear? Youth, what if we start teaching them how to make soap? You know, you can make up ideas. Just make sure, say, you spend the money. And you show that you spend the money. That's what they do there. Bokwari created the ministry for his girlfriend, Sadiya, who is now in EFCC custody as a show, like I said. Betta Edu, in one of those escapades, because she couldn't access money anymore in that NSIPA account, he wrote the accountant general directly, she minuted on a memo and then requested that no, somebody now released the memo or leaked it. So people started trying to kind of fight for her. Because, like I said, it is the ministry of Buje Budanu. You just spend money. That's all you do. You don't have to do much. You don't need to build a building, or you don't need to pay salary per se. Just share money. And so far, so good. She's been generous. In a space of 3 months, she's managed to disburse over 7 billion naira. Yeah, you heard me right. Over 7 billion. Now, only the smaller things falling. Those ones they leaked. They are just like the tertiary of the side, like spending 3 million naira on flights to Kogi State. That's our project. He flew to Kogi State, and Kogi State has no airport, but the ministry paid for it. That's what they do there. You just need to do something. You can decide to say, okay, we are going to take 20 people or 50 people to America for training or so and so. That is it. There's no clear way or anything. So when you look at her and you think she is a ministry for poverty alleviation, ministry for humanitarian disaster, ministry of disaster and poverty regeneration. That's exactly what it is. It's a free money. After security votes unaccounted for, Ministry of Humanitarian is next. So long, Betty did not represent God. Do you understand that now? Do you see why I told you to always separate religion from politics? That when politicians, when you get some level of feelings for politicians because they are Christians, or you believe what a politician says because he's a Muslim, about stupid gone. You have no idea, ni. These people no get religion. Everybody just needs something as a meal ticket to get a seat at the table. It's as simple as that. Maybe yesterday, Baba Deboye was telling you that even some of you who started this 2024 as nobody, before the end of this year, you will become somebody. What you are going to become, they don't know. You will shall become somebody. Say amen. Amen. People believed it. Do you see why I don't want religion? When I'm talking about the roles that those criminal pastorpreneurs play, and some of you feel offended. I've explained myself a few times, but I've stopped explaining myself, Like people will feel the way they will feel anyway, so it doesn't really change anything. So I stopped explaining myself. Here you get. But the truth of the matter is this. Your politicians, they do not have any religion. Because the last time I checked, the two religions preaches that you must protect the faithful. So if you are a Muslim and the politicians who are Muslims, if they are real Muslims, they will not they will not participate in a scheme that will impoverish you as a Muslim. They don't care about your Islam. Even though they are being called Alaji, and all of that, you are seeing them reading this because they can speak rather Arabic. So when Mayego is talking about them, you will feel offended. Why do you always attack Muslims, Mayego? Are you mad? So you think your politicians are Muslims? You believe everything they represent, they loot. It is not haram when they loot money. It is not haram when they rape minors. It is not haram when they get involved in all kinds of criminal activities. It's not haram to them because they are your leaders. Don't talk to our leaders like that. Say in the Bible, is it not there that, you must take care of the brethren? Like caring for the people. Do not steal. Do not fornicate. Do not loot. You shall know all those commandments. All these things are there for you to be a symbol of a child of God. A child of God is a symbol of, is a role model. Your politicians, they are deaconesses. They are pastresses. Majority of them are so religious that, in fact, that is exactly what sort of entices you about them. He's a good man. Mayegu, let me tell you, he's a very good man. It's just a Nigerian politics is just, you need to be very rugged. You are mixing it up. Do you see that? Did you see that, right? And I always want you to detach them. Detach them. Your Nigerian politicians have no religion. No. They just need all those as a ticket to have a seat at the table. And who are those who are going to be, what is going to be the menu on that table? Your destiny, your existence. Do you ever think of that at all? Oh, they are attacking me because I am a Muslim. They hate me because I am a Christian. Nobody hates you because you're a Christian. You are a thief. Can you please just kind of admit? I also told you, I said, when you look at what is going on in Nigeria, and a lot of you who became ethnic and tribal bigots or religious bigots, you are stupid. You just have no idea. Yeah, it is called stupidity. Look around you. The people who brought Nigeria to this state you are today. Those who ensured That's where you are today. Oh, you are where you are today. Nigeria. They are from all of your tribe, ethnic, and all of that. You know that. From the east to the west, from the south to the north, and all across the places, you will see all your criminal leaders hobnobbing, and give no fuck whatsoever. Like some of you care so much, like, because they don't have tribe too. They do not have tribe. They do not have ethnic. What they all have in common, is the ability to keep all of us in check and in control by force, by fire, possibly by prayer, brainwashing too. Because I mean, how could anyone who is a real Muslim, a proper northerner, and his governor, and his minister or his senator and all of that, you know what I mean? How could they let this level of massacring, genocide that we are currently witnessing from the Fulani terrorists, how could they even let that happen? Because they don't give a fuck. And the only thing that makes them interested in it is because it could be used for political leverage. That's all. Do they have the intention of ending things like, no. Why? Why should they? So that's why when you who have no real power to stop anything, except if you actually use it, your real power to stop the criminals themselves, your politicians from every part, like people would say, revolution next. You do not have any power to change anything. But you have all the strength to fight yourselves and tear yourselves and all of that because you're stupid. You know, in the name of I'm defending my ethnic. You are not defending anything. You are defending your bigotry, your stupidity. Because at the end of the day, those who uses them, I'm a Yoruba, I'm fighting for the Yoruba. I'm Igbo, I'm fighting for my people. They are not fighting for anybody, they're fighting for themselves. They are just meal tickets to get a seat at the table. And what are the menu? You and your destiny and your future and the rest of that. And when it is time for them to discard themselves, you shouldn't be catching feelings among those, because they have already started. They are already trying to pay people that are going to say Betta Edu did not do anything wrong. All right. On the left is a private chat that made its way to the, to the media, where they are discussing how they are going to use the media to talk more about her work, about people that she's helped, about, and all of that, okay? So that's Shehu Sonny saying they must name the Kogi airport after her, okay? Because Kogi has no airport. However, with this scandal of Betta Edu, then they can give them one now. While that was going on, another one popped up. Check your screen. Like I said, you remember I always call them thiefnubu and the 48 thieves. Every one of them is a thief. You just need to pay attention to what he or she is stealing and how. Betta was generous. According to report, she was very generous. Under Bokuwari, a special advisor to the president got a contract for a restaurant to build blocks of classroom in Lagos. A presidential advisor. They never built any presidential, they never built any school blocks anywhere in Lagos. But over 270 million naira was paid to a restaurateur Is that not what you call it? The owner of a restaurant is a restaurateur. I don't know. Anyway, but you get what I mean. But she will never make any comment because she got paid. Our bank account received 273 million naira to build some blocks of classroom in Lagos. I was gone, spent. So Betta Edu paid over 3 billion naira to consultants across Nigeria, according to her. Majority of the companies, there were companies recently opened. Not so recently. When I say recently, I mean, for example, the one where she paid over 400 and nearly 500 million naira to this guy. They are both ministers before they suspended the one on the left. Okay. So when you look at number 4 on the list on your right, the Consultants Services Award, look at the millions and millions. They were to go and consult on how they are going to lift 145 million Nigerians out of poverty. That is how they paid this one 30 billion, right? Well, when you go to number 4, that is the company owned by the minister, the one in the middle. So his company was paid twice. Number 4 at the top and number 1 on the next page, Olubunmi. Now, what happened is, this is the details from that company, New Planet Projects Limited, right? Tunji-Ojo Olubunmi is the Minister for Interior. A lot of people are currently heartbroken. The one that we even felt is trying. The one that we believe is currently trying and blah, blah, blah. Oh, so sorry, guys. Only everybody want. That's what I told Olowo. Olowo, my brother, sir. I know Olowo is watching because Olowo knows them very well. He knows all those Lagos guys and all that, okay? And there's nothing wrong in owning a company. Do you see how they rob Nigeria? They still, they open companies that will never pay any tax. Then they just award billions of naira in contracts to these companies. So they swindle Nigeria twice. I mean, come on. So they opened that company just last year after Olubunmi Ojo became minister, like Betta Edu. Do you see other beneficiaries of that contract and how much everybody got, right? Where is that again? I'll show you. Look at that one. MS Blue Trend Enterprises, Lagos, Osun and Ekiti, 277 million. Look at this one. Periscope Consulting, Casino Zamfara, Sokoto and Kebbi, 277 million. Baba, Fabumi, Olanipekun Oyo and Co. You know, say, Ironikpekun, thiefnubu's lawyer. Now, so that they give them steady billions of reward in contract like that too. But that Olanipekun, you should know that, Abi. 277 million. New Planet Projects of Olubunmi Ojo, Minister of Interior. 279 million. Another one, Vintsolve Global Consult Limited, Abia, Anambra, Enugu, Imo, 260 million. Consultants work, hey. And some people are shouting on social media every day. Trying to fight, say thiefnubu mean what? thiefnubu is blah, 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 blah. Almost see all this money, man. They know they give this one, so these ones are the social media bandits. Facebook adsmen. They know they give them anything, no. They are Votrons, right? Oh, look at all this money. When you go to the next one again, New Planet Projects, 159 million. Fabumi Olanipekun, 141 million. Vintsolve Global, 298 million. Do you see the Wazobia in distilling? Look at that one. Dazinga Nigeria Limited. Kogi Niger Plateau FCT, Nasarawa Benue, 275 million naira. Baba. All of you where they shout Ronu, 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 Ronu. The Ronu Nazis. Abi the Ronu Kus. The majority of you get Ronu Kunio for real. Oh. Like if I'm just trying to be nice to you. Because this is what you defend, by the way. So yeah. Well, wherever you are, which kind of life it is, man? What the hell, man? Like, what is going on? Now, these ones where you hear, or many you will never hear them. Oh. When they now heard Olubunmi Ojo, you know what he said? He said, no, I'm no longer, it's my former company. Baba, if they lie, you lie, you. The registration says the company belongs to you. All right. You registered it in November 2023. You are the director there. Thank you very much, Oki. Oki 360-degree. Bless you and bless your generosity. Okay. Thank you very much. Look at this. Private unlimited company. Got paid consultant job by Betta Edu. Generous woman. But when they ask Olubunmi Ojo, Tunji, this is what you have to say.
Say this, as I've always said, I came into public office with a commitment to base my service based on sincerity of purpose and openness, obviously, because I believe that Nigerians deserve to know and they deserve to be kept. They don't deserve to be kept in the dark in terms of public office operations. I have to say this very clearly. I saw it and actually I was shocked because the company in question was a company where I was a director. And about 5 years ago, I had resigned my directorship over 5 years ago.
You own the company?
Yes, I founded the company 15 years ago.
Because the document online shows
definitely
that
I
yourself and your wife, isn't it?
I founded the company 15 years ago. But in 2019, when I got to the House of Representatives, when I won election, precisely I did a change of this is it. You can have a look at it. This is, you can see there.
That is a CSC document.
Certified true copy dated 2019, almost 5 years ago. I had resigned as director of the company.
Ceasing to hold office.
Yes. So I'm not a director.
August 2019.
But I resigned 1st of February. You can go to the back.
Okay.
The last page, that was the board resolution, certified true copy by CSC as far back as 2019.
So this is what it looks like.
Yeah, that is the certified true copy. Please show the, you can show the CSC document of this. You can show the CSC document. That's what's it called? That's certified true copy from CSC, dated 2019. So I had
8/8/2019.
Yes.
That's what is dated.
So I'd left. I resigned my directorship 1st of February to the board, and CSC certified it. That's certified true copy from CSC dated 2019.
How come?
So I'm not even.
How come it has not been reflected? This document has not been reflected on the CSC document on CSC website.
Well, I'm not responsible for the uploading or updating of CSC website.
You know, people go to CSC to update some of these documents.
I've not been to CSC website, and it's not my responsibility to update the website. But what is important, and I can say, is that this is a certified true copy that you can see there. That's dated 2019. I came into public office knowing fully well that Nigerians will ask questions.
So you were not involved in that over 400 million naira worth of contract?
I do not run the company. I don't have.
You don't have knowledge of that.
I'm not a signatory to any account. I'm not a director of the company. I'm not involved in the day-to-day running of the organization. And the company is a limited liability company, which is, a private entity. So for me, I'm not a director.
The impression is that you used your office to get the contract from the humanitarian.
How could I have done that? I'm Minister of Interior. I'm not Minister of Humanitarian.
That
if I had
your colleague, that you use your office to get a contract into a company that you have interest in as a shareholder.
On what basis will I do that? Is the company not entitled to bid for anything? I am not. I did it. I'm not Minister of Humanitarian. I'm Minister of Interior. This company can never work under Interior because that would be conflict of interest. That would be abuse of office. I never did that. So, and the company is a private entity.
And you still a shareholder in the company?
Of course. And to the best of my knowledge, public service rule does not prohibit public officers from being shareholders. What public service rule says is that you cannot be a director, of which I had resigned about 5 years ago. And secondly, the question is even this. Let's get to the. I don't want to go deeply because I don't want to defend the company. The company has a management, they have directors, they have a management that can defend them. The company can defend itself, not me. I'm a different entity from the company. But the simple truth is, I think the question should be, okay, if the company, if they were given a job, did the company do the job, yes or no? Was the job validly awarded, yes or no? If there are infractions, then the company can...
The consultancy job contract, that's what it's all about.
Well, as I told you, I'm not in charge of the day-to-day running of the organization. But what I'm saying is this. I was in private business. I've been in private business for close to 20 years. I resigned about 5 years ago, as you can see from CAC document. This is 2019. As a director, that's what the law says. And of course, I'm not a director. Let us first of all establish that fact. And that is dated. This is certified to copy. Anybody can go to CAC on freedom of information and ask. I'm not a director. But what I'm even saying is this. I don't want to dabble into the arena of investigation. I don't want to dabble into the arena of defending the company. I don't run the company.
But this is about you because he's...
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, may them kill you.
You are in the regime of certificate forgers, document forgers, even birth certificates forgers. And the minister is telling you, do you hear that voice? He's lying, of course, now. Somebody said he's lying. He's lying. You are right. He's lying, of course. I mean, if I want to, I've never really been caught or boxed to a corner where I have to defend myself, that I have to lie. You know what I mean? I've always been the one that set the rules for my, I know the rules of the universe, so I follow that. And I set my own rules. So you understand, like, if you are somebody where they say, we know they agree for anybody, the ideal thing is don't do anything that will box you to a corner and you begin to do I was nearly boxed to a corner recently. Let me tell you that. I'm coming back. All right. And it was about a Diaspora Radio International. Now, Diaspora Radio International is just an online platform built to, stream conversation like this in audio format. So you get, it doesn't have any commercial value per se, and it was registered as like community radio, community online radio, but I still have to fight tax every year. Okay, it doesn't give me money, it costs me money, okay, to keep it running, by the way, right? However, I have to cough out like £500 to some accountants who are going to check how much money did you get this year. Well, I got £20 from this generous souls. I got £50 from that. Or I got £20 from another this. Oh, how much did you get in the whole year? Everything is about £220. Is that how much you got in the whole year? I said, yeah, that's how much I got as charity. People just want to say hi to me. It's okay, let's have the statement of account. Okay, yeah, there you go. So give them that, pay them. Then I received a letter. The letter said, you did not file your tax return in time. You are now being fined £750. No. No, I struggle to give that 500 pounds to that accountant. I'm not paying 750 pounds. No. And you know, in this country, nobody go hold you. Nobody go fight you. Later go they fight you. You will just realize that you are sleeping, sound asleep, snoring. And before you know it, say, what happened? What happened? I just dreamt that some people were taking my car and they wrote that they are from the courts. You open the window, say, okay, my car is still outside, 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, the later go they give you that kind of, that trauma and all that. But I was like, no, I'm not paying. I didn't even make 500 pounds from the diaspora radio in a year. Why would I pay? No, I'm not. So I appealed. Cut the long story short, it took me to court. I'm not trying to act like somebody who is, no. That actually got to me. They took me to court, and the court, I was like, no, I'm not going to go to court because I didn't pay. I didn't file my tax. I didn't pay fine. No, I'm okay. I called the debt company. Hello. I spoke to them and all of that stuff. Okay, I'll pay you money. I'll pay your money. Your money is now 1,100 pounds. 1,100 pounds? But we can put a payment plan in place for you. Okay. How much can you pay? I said, okay, 100 pounds a month. Okay, 100 pounds a month. Then when I dropped the phone, I was like, no, I'm not paying that. They just sent another letter from the court. Okay, because when I said I'm going to pay, the court wrote me and said, we realize that you have resolved with the petitioner or something like that. I can't remember. I have the letter here. And so which means the court case has been withdrawn. So when they waited for me for 5 days, I didn't pay them. The court case came back. Around that time, I've been boxed to the corner. And my voice changed. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? My voice changed when I started talking to the debt collector. For like 2-3 months, I ignored them until the court paper came and the court day. The day of the court is almost close by. I called them. So I lied that I've not been around. You know what? The problem is that I've not really been around. Just came back to all these letters, all the letters that are pretty much threatening me and all that. What's that all about? Oh, we are so sorry, Mr. Badero. Yeah, Mr. Badero, we are so sorry, okay? Because that's the way it works, But I've been away. No, I've not been away. I've been ignoring it, ignoring all of them. That's exactly what that minister was doing there. Did you hear that voice? No, I said I resigned. No, I don't even know how to do that. No, I said I resigned 5 years ago. Come on, look at the paper. Look at that document affidavit in your hand. No, you don't talk like that. Come on. That's not how you talk normally. That is how you talk when you are lying. You keep emotion into it. You just pretend to be like, The law says I can have shares, but there is no law that says I cannot have shares. I can just not. Come on, man. You don't talk like that. That's not how you talk. Everybody knows that is not how you talk. It means you are lying. You look at that CTC copy. So, like, shut up, man. You are lying. Who doesn't know the fact that if your wife is the whatever, and suddenly your wife got, she got a consultancy job for the Ministry of Humanitarian, whatever. Your wife be consultant. Consulting what? What are you consulting? You consult on how to what? To pay people 5,000 naira every month. Come on, man. Who doesn't know? You are lying. Shut up. Anyway, that's his own defense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to try to let the company defend. Come on, we all know what's going on, so don't worry. Your time will come. But what's going to happen to that money? That's the question, right? It was like, okay, if the company did the job, then they should be paid. You know what I mean? Like, 480 million or more gone. Shy. People where they won't pay the money to them, they village, they are still waiting. They are still waiting for their palliative. This one is about palliative, or just how to share the palliative to people. And they gave them that money. So today, Betta Edu has been thrown under the bus. Seriously, go and look at the media right now. Betta Edu. Some are saying justice for Betta. Because I mean, why? What did she do? Gogono. Like she stole their billions with other people. Hey, but at least, but they're fine. Oh. She's a very fine woman, eh? I don't think she did it. I said, why? Why do you not think it? I just think some enemies are after her. She don't catch you feeling. Ulini, she's so lay. Whether she's beautiful, whether it doesn't matter. Ulini. And if you have feeling for Ole, show me your friend. No. That's the saying. I'm not asking you to explain. You shouldn't. Olini, she knew what she's doing. So don't give anything at all. She knew what she's doing and she did what she was to do. Probably she just didn't do it the way others usually do it. She was on the rush. Now money be this. Ebi omo Jesu. Jesu might understand. Is that not what probably Betta will say to herself? If she is truly omo Jesus, omo Olorun, who told God, I want to be minister at the age of 36. And then God made that minister be, because she said she came to give glory to God who made that minister. About minister now, you be only now, you signed all this money, you gave all this money out, you got what will be your share. It just didn't last. We do the catch feelings for thieves. Some of you are so easy to govern. That's what they say. Some people are already saying, I mean, and they feel sorry for you are feeling sorry for a thief. Anyway, he is the one that is going to open the cake. And the scandals like this are going to be very regular. You are still going to have Remi Werepe. Remi Werepe is that is Teresa Mendoza. Teresa Mendoza, Abuja. You are still going to hear about our own scandal. You are still going to hear about the scandal of Bajabia Mole. Of course, you are going to hear that too. Sheyinko. And then the remaining 47 thieves, including the one that got the contract of nearly $500 million, nearly $500 million naira consultancy job for his wife, because he's no longer signatory to that. So, he's done nothing wrong. You see the Lagos Abobakus. Oh boy, they don't the Maya para. Every left. And say me, I see them on these streets everywhere. Sometimes you want to be carried away and begin to feel sorry for them. Don't ever feel sorry for any Agbadorian. These are really mad people, like mad people. I know what I'm saying. Experience is the best teacher. Because a lot of you, where they tell you, say you just suffer from Stockholm syndrome, you just shrug it off. And now, they say all Nigerians are suffering from it because we always forget things easily. It's not a good thing. You know what Yoruba call a tenitika? Anyone that has any single empathy or sympathy and support for APC, Egbe is a potential terrorist, and everything that APC represents. You know what I mean? Like, so I hope you will remember that. Do not catch feelings for them, because it seems that the obedient, the movement without weapons, except their consistency and their sort of slogan for this year or motto for this year is that they know they grieve for anybody. And you see that mentality, that same vibe that took over Nigeria in 2022-2023, but just couldn't save Nigeria, unfortunately. But again, that political idea is currently brewing in Ghana. I've been seeing some snippets. I just didn't know it is a big deal in Ghana. So they called a meeting where they invited, it is called, by the way, it is called the New Force. So Ghanaians who are watching me right now, in case, brethren, in case if you begin to see the comments that are in support of the cancellation of the convention, invited, that Peter Obi and others were invited to in the comment section, okay? This is me going to explain this to you. Why? You see this you have on your screen is their popular sort of, image. So who is the force? Who is the force? The new force, the new force. So these are like the young people, not just young people, young and old people, okay? In Ghana, like in Nigeria, they have two major political parties, okay? You see, before the party of Akufo-Addo, the one that is current president in his second term in Ghana, before him, I don't know what they are called. I think it's called NDP. What is that? The second political party called? Anyway, just to make it easier for you, because that's not the real thing I want to take you to, okay? Is that the older party was like PDP. They were the ones in charge for a while, and then they got defeated when the tsunami of change swept APC change in Nigeria, was kind of moving. It didn't stop in Nigeria. It went to Ghana. So Ghanaians, like Nigerians, they wanted change. So they brought this guy. Now, this guy that they brought has wrecked Ghana, just like APC wrecked Ghana. I think they are called APC, sir. Yeah, I think they are called APC too. They've wrecked Ghana economy. But one thing is this. Normally, it would have been the opportunity of the opposition, the opposition party. Just like it would have been the opposition, the chance of PDP in Nigeria. Okay? But from nowhere, a movement just started. They did not want the old party. They did not want the ruling party. They want to go it alone. Okay? To get it, to rid Ghana of all these career criminals like you have in Nigeria too. And they are gaining prominence, especially among students, young people in Ghana. It's a big thing. I don't know why NDC, I think, and NPP. You know what I mean? Thank you very much for that. So the young people don't want to go for the NCP. They don't want to go for NPP. They want to go it alone. They want to get rid of. They want to get rid of them. And it's pretty much like, it's a joke like that of Nigeria. But people believe that they are inspired by what happened in Nigeria. That maybe what Nigerians couldn't do, they will probably pull it off. So it's a big thing. Now they organize the convention, the Third Force guys and all that, right? And that convention, they now invited Julius Malema, Peter Obi, Professor Patrick Lumumba, Dr. Arikana. This woman is from Zimbabwe. Professor Lumumba is from Kenya. Julius Malema is from South Africa. And Peter Obi, of course, from Nigeria. So they secured the venue. Everything was fine. You know what I mean? The day approaches. The day was approaching. Everyone was getting set. And they declared the ticket free nationally in Ghana. And all you need to do is just go online and just get yourself a ticket free to come and see Peter Obi, to come and see Patrick Lumumba, Julius Malema, in Ghana, supporting the young people who are trying to liberate. Really? Of course, now, Baba, it's not like where you have your Nans in Nigeria. Nans will only go to PDP, APC place where they get paid. And I think it's almost the same in Ghana. Or maybe not. But when it comes to this, it is like unanimous. Everybody wants to see Obi and the rest of them in Ghana. No, Ghana government is not going to let that happen. No. Like, like I said, all this, their third force, new force in Ghana, that is gaining serious momentum and is already winning on their sides. Like prominent people are already like joining them. Carnival, this is going to be like a huge carnival. It's going to make a huge impact on that movement between now and December. You know what I mean? And that will be it could cause a serious political damages to the, career politicians of Ghana. So here is now something. When we talk about the career politicians of Ghana, they are not sustained by just old people. They also have young people, like you have in Nigeria. PDP have young people who see all these calamities and destruction upon Nigeria, those committed by PDP. But they will tell you, PDP is still the best. Young people, as APC is currently ruining and destroying Nigeria, you still see young people that will tell you, they know what they are doing. They say, all that stuff, right? Like, you cannot tell them otherwise, right? They have them in Ghana too. Those who believe that these people are just time wasters. These are just noise makers. They are just 4 people tweeting in a room. They are just too few people who are just pure. They don't have electoral value. These are people who have no structures. Just like they told you, obedience in Nigeria. That's what they are telling these people too right now. But things are moving too fast from what I have gathered. So fast that they are no longer calling them noisemakers. Some people are already tagging them terrorists who want to destabilize Ghana. Do you understand that? Is that not what they told you, obedient? PDP said you want to destroy Nigeria. You must not be allowed to gain power. Abi? APC, Egbekegbe said, you want to break up Nigeria. You must not be allowed to gain power. APC and PDP united, and they were scared of you. What did they not call you? The obedient in Nigeria. What did they not call you? They call you terrorists. They call you fascist. They call you all things that you didn't do, even when they continue to harm you, threaten you, arrest some of you. They are doing the same to them in Ghana. So when you see people who are commenting, calling names, for example, when I begin to show to you now what happened in Ghana last night, you may begin to read comment from some certain people who are Ghanaians. They will tell you, we don't want that in our country. Don't come and cause trouble. Go to your country. And they are saying, Peter Obi should go to his country and go and do convention there. These are supporters of government. Young people, you will see them soon. Read the comments. Like they do in Nigeria, They said that Malema should go to South Africa and do his convention. He should not come and cause a revolution in Ghana. What they cannot do in their country, they want to come and do it in Ghana. So I'll show you why. Why is that? Somebody asked, why? It's Africa. It is Africa. And when you look at those people who love to cling on to power, and you look at what they have done with the power, you wonder, you have failed your people, but you still don't want to let the power go. Like, what is wrong with you? Now let's go to Ghana. A quick one where the young people, this is the back story.
Peter Obi on a flyer. I will spend the last penny to be here. I stand here as the General Secretary of the over 12.5 million Ghanaian students of this country. To my knowledge, almost all student leaders in this country were invited to this convention. Why? They know this is a convention that will ignite the voices of Africa. They know there is a convention that we would have to listen to the other encroachments of other countries. I got here and I'm told that powers from above have stopped the program. I'm sad.
The New Africa Foundation released a press release to let people know what's going on. The press release says the convention, a Pan-African event, which was to take place today at the Black Star Square in Accra, Ghana, has been cancelled by the government. We regret to inform you that the government has cancelled the above Pan-African event, which was to take place today at the Independence Square in Accra, Ghana. All the special guests have arrived and thousands of people have come from all over Ghana, as well as around the globe for this historic event. We have just been informed of the cancellation of this event a couple of hours before its commencement. This event was approved by the government in November of 2023. This came as a shock to us and as a devastation to our dignitaries and special guests who flew in from around the world. We at the New Africa Foundation apologize for the inconvenience this may have caused to our audience and the public alike. Please be aware that this situation is and was beyond our control. And that is the official statement in regards to the cancellation.
That's it. The power from the above says it can't hold. The moment some of the guests, 90% of the guests were already on ground, except Julius Malema, who is not in Ghana. When the program got cancelled, why would you cancel that? They just want to talk. No, they should not come and cause problem in our country. Are you serious? Your country is already in trouble. And the people that put your country in trouble are telling you that those who says they must leave that place, they want to put your country in trouble. How does that even make any sense? APC, Egbekegbe destroyed Nigeria. Others said, oh, we're going to kind of get you out of this mess. And they said people should be so scared of those who said that. And some people said, yeah, we are going to be scared of you. We are so scared of you. Go away. We are happy with these people. Let them destroy us more. Like, that's the way I see it, right? But young people were fuming. They were angry. Ghanaians,
we will be coming to the Independence Square of Ghana on a very sensitive day like the 7th of January to address the youth of this country. A young man by Professor Lumumba coming to Ghana, most especially Julius Malema coming to Ghana, Dr. Arikana coming to Ghana. I think these are the improvements of Africa. Our Ghanaian improvement is gone, but these are the improvements of other countries. Today they are in here to speak to the youth. We get here and we realize that the program is cancelled. We were invited as student leaders of this country. All mother unions of this student of Ghana here were invited. The University Student Association are invited. Member institutions are invited. The National Union of Ghana Students is invited. People have moved from Navrango, people have moved from our student leaders to listen to these great people. We get here and we are told that the program is cancelled. Why? What are they going back home to speak about Africa? I know definitely Lumumba is going to speak on media. We will listen to Lumumba. I am sad. I don't know what is the reason behind, but we are sad. We are bitter. We are pained. It is very sad.
What cue should the African youth take from this?
You see, I don't know. The important thing is that I would have been able to answer this question properly if the forces behind the cancellation of this program was known. I don't know. But I am sad. I don't know the convention that is meant to ignite the voice about what we are interested as student leaders is that it's the people on the flyer. Some people are here who want to listen to Stoneboy. I am here as a young student leader to listen to the powerful speakers of Africa. Of course. Let me repeat this again. Ghana Nkrumah is gone. But as young student leaders, we know some Nkrumahs in different countries. Right. Lumumba is a clear example. Julius Malema is a clear example. Yeah. Stop the program. Why? Who is that behind the stopping of this program? Students.
Just the last minute, the Ghanaian government had to cancel cancelling the show at the dying minute. You could see how wicked African politicians are.
Ghana, prepare yourself. You must be violent against this country.
I want an explanation why the program is cancelled. Why the program is denied. Why we are denied. It's not cancelled by the organizers. Let that be made clear. There's a message going on around. There's a messages going on that the program has been cancelled. It's not cancelled by the organizers. Okay. It should be well explained. It's cancelled by the above. Where is the above? That's what we want to know. We have come from far and near. People have come from South Africa, from Zimbabwe, from Nigeria, from Togo. They are all here just because of this program. People have come all day from all over for us to get here, and we are denied. I came here around 2 o'clock.
2 in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon.
Almost 8 o'clock.
I was here.
Charlie, what happened?
What happened is that Ghana leaders, they are a disgrace to the country.
Why?
They are a disgrace to us.
What happened?
How can you stop us from having such a program like this?
Do you know what the program is about?
Yes, it's about igniting us, about leadership, development, and empowerment.
Okay.
You are empowering leadership in Africa.
Okay.
You understand? So if you look at this program, this December, last year December, Davido, Shatawale, Sagodia, all of them, those foolishness, they allow them. Okay. The one way go empower Africa, they said they don't go do.
Correct.
So they empowered. Last year, American Vice President, when she came here, this woman, when she be American, you gave her the platform.
That's what
So our own Africa, I want Julius Malema to preach Julius Malema, giving the Vice President, the U.S. Vice President, I want Julius Malema to speak on
Okay, so how many people are supposed to speak?
You understand? Like 4 people.
Okay.
Like 4 people. All these people are freedom fighters in Africa.
Okay.
And you are saying we should, this generation youth, we should all the time rely on MPP, NDC foolishness. For how long?
We will be coming to the Independence Square of Ghana.
So the reactions? Did that look anything similar? Come on, man. You are a Nigerian. You are watching me now. You want to tell me that did not look similar or kind of familiar to you. It is similar. Like Yoruba will say, I can see some of you say, African leaders, man. That's who they are. And the young people are rising. The young Africans are rising. Somebody said African spring. No, it may not even be called African spring, but it's going to be a spring. Because people are more conscious now anyway. So they were raging, they were fuming. How could you do this? How could you not want them to talk to us? So Peter Obi and, Professor Lumumba, they had to move to another venue where they finally just said one or two things, just, because it's not going to happen here. And it didn't happen. So there you are. Malema, not not present, okay, but the other 3 were Dr. Arikana from Zimbabwe, Professor P.L.O. Lumumba from Kenya, and you've got Peter Obi from Nigeria. But from the little that they managed to share with the press before everybody dispersed, right? Let's hear this, where Obi, Lumumba, and indeed Dr. Arikana also spoke. I'll share that with you. Please listen.
The journey of hope continues apace, not only within the continent of Africa, which is the mother continent, but to Africans in the diaspora. I have no doubt in my mind that there is a conspiracy of sorts by the elements that it has happened the way it has happened. So this is not an occasion for lamentation. It is an occasion for redoubling our efforts and our presence here in Accra, Ghana. My good friend, Honorable Obi, my dear sister, Dr. Rikana Chihomri Kwao. This is the occasion for which the English word serendipity was created. It is a serendipitous occasion that heralds a great future for the continent of Africa. So that looking forward, a meeting such as this will happen not only here in Accra, Ghana, but I look forward to a meeting such as this taking place in Ouagadougou, in Burkina, taking place in Dakar, in Senegal, in Nairobi, in Kenya, in Johannesburg, in South Africa, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, because this is about the continent of Africa. And we say this at a time when we know that Africa has promised to ourselves that we are going to make more intimate our interaction. This is why the Africa Continental Free Trade Area is headquartered here in Accra, Ghana. This Accra, Ghana.
Because of what I started with, fair leadership over the years, Africa is also home to the highest number of poor people. Out of the 700 million people in extreme poverty today, 431 million live in Africa. Over 30% of our population. If you go to multidimensional poverty, out of 1.1 billion, over 60% is in Africa. With Congo and Nigeria leading. Today, in the surface of the world, Congo has the highest amount of natural, call it minerals, over 24 trillion. Nigeria has a similar situation. You can extrapolate Congo situation to all over Africa, where they have everything, but they are producing poverty. It cannot continue like that. With the energy they have, they can lead the world in technology, in health, in entertainment, in everything. All they want is leadership, purposeful leadership. Africa has what is, look at its wealth, resources, shamelessly stolen, put in private pockets. Cannot continue. So we are just here to continue conversations, not about any country, anything, but talking to the youth, invest in education. But we are providing for tertiary institution scholarship, 5 billion in our budget. And we have 6 billion to do car park for legislators. Is that a sort of colonialism? So let's talk about that on this. So this is where we start. We don't have a national library. As a country, the #1 country in Africa, our national library was awarded in 1995, and it's being built to today. But our legislators are providing 3 billion to buy books for their own library. This is not an issue of colonialism. It is the issue I want us to start dealing with our problem. I don't believe that at this stage, anybody is the problem of Africa, except African themselves. And I want the youth to start dealing with the issue head on. And that's where I start. I don't believe I've traveled all over the world, and by infinite mercies of God, I mean, with my own background as a trader, passed through certain schools where I claim not being a professor, not being a doctor, but I claim to be an alumnus of some good schools, And I said to them, I don't believe there's any white man, there's any yellow man, there's any red man who is more intelligent than I am, or any African is. We are children, we can compete. Africans can compete with anybody and do better. But we need this leadership. Fair leadership.
So they couldn't really present their views to the larger audience as planned. However, he made a point, just like Professor Lumumba as well. They made points. However, the ruiners of Africa, they don't give a fuck. That's the problem. And the people may not even understand that the criminals don't give a shit about anybody. If you want it, you have to take it. That's what thiefnubu did in Nigeria. You have to grab it and snatch it. You want your liberty, your freedom, your development, your growth. Equal redistribution of your wealth, your common wealth. Come on. You're not going to be speaking nicely and kind of, jollily with these rogues. They don't deal that way. We don't do that here. That's what they'll tell you. But people are getting there. The first part is to understand that you are in trouble. The second one is to be willing to want to get out of that trouble. You see the rest, you're going to get them along the way. We will get there. That's what people say. So, I think Obi left Accra probably this morning or last night. And he was seen somewhere in Nigeria today where he was having a chat with some group of group of 2-3 guys, pretty much like a tea break or something. And this video popped up. He had this to say.
We, the politicians, have turned the country into a gigantic criminal enterprise. And it must be dismantled for it to guarantee future. Corruption kills 3 things that makes a society. It kills entrepreneurship. Nobody thinks in a corrupt country. So you don't want to create, and entrepreneurship is what changes society. Because people are thinking, creating wealth. It kills professionalism. Tell me how people will be working hard doing research to be university professors when they're seeing people who have not been in, who are not supposed, who are supposed to look up to them any moment. You see me complain. How do you tell anybody that you buy a car of 160 million naira for a legislator and you pay a professor 400,000 a month? So if the professor decides not to eat, not to do anything, but to save his money, annually he will save maximum 4.8 million naira, call it 5 million. So if he saves his money for 30 years without eating, without doing anything, he will not be able to buy the car he bought for himself. It is unacceptable. You must be smart.
Typical Obi. And just for the record, okay, because like you can see some of those who have 1 or 2 things to say about him, just for the record, he is the only politicians in Nigeria history that is hated for not being corrupt enough. These days you have to be careful with words, or else they will be like, are you trying to now? Are you now? Come on, you need to be careful with words. And I'm kind of a carefree person with words, but I'm also very careful with words. So I am not going to say he's a saint, okay? But when you put him beside all the rogues that we know in Nigeria, he's 1 million times better saint than all of them. But a lot of them will disagree with me. No, it's a lie, Mayegun. You don't know. You don't understand. He put the state, he bought shares with he bought shares for the state in his family business. Is that one not corruption? That's why I said he's the only Nigerian politician that is being hated, apart from being Igbo, being hated for being Igbo, right? He's being hated for not being corrupt enough. So that you can use him as an example of why politicians shouldn't be corrupt. They hate it. Shut up your mouth. Are you sure? Are you sure? But that is the fact. My friend, that's not fact, Jare. You should have come to Anambra when he was governor. Let me tell you, that was years ago. And up till now, he has told you to go and kind of, he even told you during the campaign, if you have any single evidence of any corruption that probably he has forgotten because he has no memory like you, right? He said if you bring it out today, it will stop campaigning. Baba, none of you brought anything out. So again, like I said, right, he's a Nigerian politician that is hated for not being corrupt enough. Why is he not corrupt like the others? Is he acting like he's a saint? Does he think he's better than every other person? What's so special about him? Yeah? Is it that those people who are stealing the money, is it that they don't know what they are doing? It's now, like that, Nigerian. You get like. But when you meet the obedient, or more, they are talking about Obi. God damn it, man. That's a different ball game, right? You know what I mean? Like, they are so proud to say, yes, go and bring your evidence, not just they talk nonsense. Bring your evidence. But the typical Obi knows, like, his words are enough for anybody to understand that even if he doesn't have the power to implement them, right? They are practicable things that normally should make every sensible person to feel like, oh, it's true. This place is fucked up, man. Professor, university professor is earning 400,000, 500,000 naira in a year. Yeah? So how much would they make in a month? In a month, make a 6 million naira in a year. Abi, in 10 years, that was going to be how much? 60 million. In another 10 years, 60 million. So maybe in another, how many other years? Maybe another 5 years or so. You get that is when the professor, university professor, will be able to afford to buy a 160 million naira car. But that's just an example of the wastage, by the way, he's referring to. You cannot claim to be poor and you are living the rich life. Like, you're asking the whole world to help you. Nigeria is poor. Nigeria is broke. Give us money, please. Borrow us money. We'll pay back later when we come back alive. And you are living luxury life. And the world is seeing you. They are looking at your papers. They're like, no, these guys are like, these are mad people, man. Who's going to give them their money? Definitely not us. You know what I mean? They are also heartless too. Here is one more where Obi also met with, I think.
It's a new year and almost hopeless in Nigeria. What is it like, sir?
Well, for me, everybody should have hope. My position now and what my conversation now is about hope. And that hope is that we have to strive hard to build that hope. Everybody have to make sacrifice about our country in order to get it to work. We cannot continue the way we are. We cannot bequeath our children hopelessness, and we cannot bequeath them anarchy.
I agree.
But APC will give them all of that. APC will give our children hunger, give our children anarchy, where terrorists are kings. So if you have to go to war with them, you would have to at this point. And even if you don't want to, they will push you to that precipice. I mean, have that in the back of your mind. They are so heartless. See, I saw a video online today, and it is from these criminal politicians. Two videos. So the first one are those who are like, they've had enough. And they decided to mobilize themselves and then go straight to the government house in Jos over the Plateau genocide. The other one is a video of a group of people who are deliberating on how to share bag of rice given to them by a politician who wants to be a governor in Ondo State or more. Well, you will see the sign. But somehow, people will say they have no choice. There's nothing we can do about it now. And may God just help us. God help you. A person can't give you this kind of food. What do you think they're going to do to you when they finally have that power? For example,
èyí là ó yà mẹ́rin torí mẹ́ẹ̀rú bẹ́ẹ̀ tí gbé orú ráìsì yìí wá ọ̀nẹ́ ọ̀nà ọ̀bọ̀n fẹ́ díje fún gọ́vnà lóṣù orú ráìsì yìí gbé wọ́ọ̀nẹ́ rẹ̀ yìí ebe pa wá àwa jẹun náà yára wa lọ́nù kàmá wá gbé poison wa jẹ torí poison rẹ̀ yìí ni bú o jẹ yìí ìbùkún ló èlé ọ̀pẹ́rẹ́tì ẹ̀ nínú bẹ́ẹ̀ni èlé ọ̀pẹ́rẹ́tì ẹ̀ o.
Offer Danifa, they gave them that rice. You saw the content, Abi. So the guy was like, Abba, you give us this kind of food, rice. You want to be governor, you give us this kind of rice, like we don't eat in our own homes. Well, we do eat in our homes. We're not going to eat this. Because if anybody eat this and fall sick, there is no doctor that can perform any operation on them. And it's pretty much like they are looking at their lives like, oh, Moshe, is this what our lives have now become in the hands of these rogues? It is. So some people pack, man, they will pack expired food in new bags, and they'll put a picture of politicians on it, and they'll go and give them to the poor. Everybody is poor. And if you eat the food and you become sick, there is no hospital you are going to go to. And if they finally find any hospital to take you in, you must walk in with your checkbook. Seriously. Or else, you may love the building. Just take a look at it and move on if you don't have the money. And people are poorer. Look at that. It's like they're just looking for ways to get rid of all of the same poor people that they want to come and rescue. But so much. Anyway, when I saw that, I was like, man, some people brought that. The politician came out. He looked at the rice and he was like, well done, boys. This is the greatest rice I want to feed my people with. Starts bagging them 5 kg. And they started bagging the nonsense. Bagging the nonsense. And you could see the environment where they were sharing it as well. Anyway, that was my first impression. Ondo State is oil producing state in Nigeria. Ondo State alone was recorded as one of the states where those who were stealing the crude oil from Nigeria stole over 12 million barrels of crude oil. No, what am I saying? Over 24 million barrels. In fact, they actually put the figure at over $8 billion. Stolen crude oil from Ondo State is what I'm trying to say is that it's an oil producing state, okay? And the people there have no reason to be poor. Unfortunately, they are poor. And more. falling into that, finding it hard to survive, just like everyone else in other parts of Nigeria, like Jos, where people are burying their loved ones while the rest of the country was celebrating Christmas. So you see, when you think it's hard for you, and you look at others, say, like, it must be harder for these ones too. God damn it. Imagine everybody preparing for Christmas. Oh, Christmas. Oh, yeah, mommy, you need to go and get all the dresses for the kids. In fact, we need to also get for this, get for that. Or we also need to buy food for this, for that. You know, like preparing as a family for Christmas. And 2 days after Christmas, you are the only one left in your entire family of about 13. They've killed 12 people of your family. They've killed 6 people. You know, all that kind of thing that will just be like, Omo. It must be harder for this one, so even if it's kind of hard for me. Have you ever thought of that, by the way? Like, have you ever thought, think like that? Like, feel like, I can't even imagine it. So, well, think about it now. In Jos.
New Central.
Good morning.
Good morning. Danny.
Please, the security will control you. So go with the directive and advice of the security.
You were asking the government to do something about the killings. You've heard a lot about that, but as you are watching this video, the killings haven't stopped though. Eh? You just haven't heard the noise like before because they haven't killed them mass. In Abuja alone, they kidnapped 10 people in Abuja yesterday. And Abuja people are beginning to call on Wike. Alaye, you be minister for Abuja or you be warlord for Rivers. We'll find out as the year progresses. I think I'm going to, just to kind of have enough people to contribute to this set tonight, I'm going to stop here, okay? So I'll take a break, and then when I get back, I will take calls. And that is where you who want to say one or two things as well. That's when you have your own chance. Somebody said, but we are over 2,000 here on YouTube, and only 600 people have actually, like I said, I always have problem with that. I don't know what to do about it anymore. You know, you're going to get like 3,000 comments, 3,500 comments on YouTube. And then you see 800 likes, 2,500 viewing. I mean, I'm like, I don't know what to say again, but somebody said, because majority of those who watches Mayegu do not possibly have a YouTube account, you know, they just kind of like just search, watch, and go on. or to those of you who have actually subscribed onto the channel, right? And those of you who are just subscribing or just joining, just take a moment. Just once, you will see the blue. Once you like it, it will show the sign that is blue and you don't need to do it again. Just once. And when I come back in, I'm going to take calls. Okay? Please don't go anywhere. I like that.
Hello,
hello, sir. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting there. But
again, it's a pleasure being the first caller all the time, man.
The first caller tonight again, Papa. How are you?
Yes, good. This is CA from Atlanta, man.
CA, you heard me tonight too.
Yeah. Yeah. The last time I called, I forgot. I didn't wish you a happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and your family, my
Happy New Year to you too.
And thank you for the good job. It's always emotional when you show this just killing.
I
know. It brings one to tears. See, no matter how it is, we are human beings. Whether the killings in the north or in the south, it was Gowon's people, it's Ojukwu people, it's Awolowo. No, we are human beings. It's sad. What is going on in Nigeria is sad. Look at those kids. I can't get those pictures off my head. Those kids, the back of their dead parents. It's sad. It's sad. But that's the country we are. The guy said they're going to continue from where his predecessor stopped. Buhari.
That's right.
So I guess the killing will continue. 64,000 people under Buhari in 8 years. Now we've started counting for Tinubu.
That's right.
And like I said,
and there's already
by the time Tinubu finishes 4 years
killed under Tinubu alone in 7 months, by the way, just so you
yes. Yes, and by the time Tinubu finishes 4 years or 8 years, when you give them the figure of people that died, they'll say arguing with you. Yeah, well, you're exaggerating it. Where did this start? And look at this building up. Building up. The same Abadorians will start arguing with you. It's sad. Look at the kind of people we have. Remember when Jakonde was governor of Lagos? I went to school in Lagos, free books under Jakonde. Latif Jakonde, Palatif Jakonde. May God bless his soul.
Amen.
These are leaders we should talk of. Not somebody say build Lagos. Latif Jakonde proposed a metro line project. Metro line in the 80s. Metro line project underground. Imagine the 80s. And the governor came in and it took them 24 years to construct rail from CMS to Badagry. They stopped at my 2 or whatever. I don't know where they stopped now. I will tell you, he built Lagos, he should be president. I don't know. But the fact is, it's just going to be a matter of time. The youth of Africa are coming up. They are rising. And very soon something is going to happen. And again, can you compare the student leaders of Ghana and those in Nigeria. Look at the national president in Nigeria. I had this interview. Look at this that Ghanaian student union leader. Can you see the difference between Ghana and Nigeria? Intellect and being articulate. That tells you a long, the divide between, the good and the bad in this country.
It's unfortunate.
It's sad, Mayego. Let me not take too much of your time, but one day things have to change. Like I said, we can't continue like this. We can't continue like this.
Thank you very much. Using the word I have another caller, and if you can hear me, please hang in there for me, brethren. Talking about people changing and then things changing and people rising and the rest of that. As you are witnessing them in Africa and witnessing them, like it is currently going. There is something I'm going to chip in, but let me take this. I don't want to keep him too waiting anyway. So yeah, let's take it. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello, Maego.
Paul, is that you?
Yes, good morning, Maego. And Happy New Year.
Paul. Good evening over here, but good morning to you over there. How are you, Baba?
I'm fine. Happy New Year, Maego.
Happy New Year, Paul.
And regards to the family as well. Thank you for once again giving us another good class, another good one. I pray that you continue to have the strength to do this because we know it is not easy. One of the things about you that I really respect is the level of consistency. And I'm one of the people that I can say I'm so proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Well, Maego, what I just wanted to chip in this morning is that those of us typing in the comment section that, oh, why is Africa doing like this? Why are our leaders like this? Look, you don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel disappointed. Everything that is happening right now is happening the way it should happen. God is not a fool. God is not foolish. Even God, when God wants to do certain things, Maego, He will even use the people we see as being bad. He will use them for us. So the message from Adeboye was right. A wind is blowing. Yes, a wind is blowing. But he that might have received the message or not, or think he's just speaking from his head, he himself doesn't understand what he was saying. In his head, he's just, like the normal lamba.
So you get.
Yes, now.
But it's deeper than that.
But that was actually God passing a message to us that understand. A wind is blowing. Maego. I'll stop there. Thank you very much.
God bless you, Paul. I mean, you have possibly left us with more questions than answers, but it's like saying, I won't say more, and you don't have to say more. Thanks a lot there, Paul. I think I got another.
More questions than answers, but it's like
hello there.
I won't say more, and you don't have to. Thanks a lot,
you might need to mute your broadcast. I'll let the caller, I'll let them try again. Okay. So please, when you are calling in, right, the ideal thing is to have your remote control on your left hand, or maybe your phone on the left hand and your remote control on the right, right? So in case if the call gets picked, you can easily just mute your TV or just walk straight to another room. I'm just saying. So we won't have to be dealing with hello, are you there? And all that stuff, okay? So here, hello there.
Hello, sir.
The African Wahala.
Yes, sir.
How are you, the Prince?
Yes, sir. My brother Mayigo. I'm fine, thanks.
Super chat. I saw your your hand. I saw them there. So, Baba.
Yeah. I was trying to, support the channel with my little change, and at the same time encourage other people drop in a super chat, click on the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I mean, we all enjoy and gain so much knowledge from this platform. So support, in any way possible. That's why I did that.
Thank you very much, Prince.
Yes.
You do that all the time anyway, and every time you are mostly appreciated. I mean, online, on screen, and off screen.
I appreciate it too.
Always been very, very supportive, a very supportive prof. And I appreciate you, Baba.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Baba. I appreciate you too. Yes. So as far as Betta Edu, I wanted to add to, the way it seems like more often these days, these Nigerian pastors and their businesses are exposed. But we know that no matter how many people are now aware of the fact that most of these pastors are fake, okay? They simply lie to you. They capitalize off the poverty on the land, and they know that the people are hopeless. So they just simply make money off that situation. That's all it is. The more crowds they have in their churches, the more revenue for them. So with Betta Edu showing us clearly that she needed a pastor to fortify her abilities to get into the ministerial position, that shows, to the office. That also shows us that clearly the Nigerian system, it requires you to be connected to the politicians. Then you have to top it up with the fake spiritual side of things. You have to be connected to a big pastor. If you remember what she said in that conversation, she said, I was just waiting and I wanted to see the pastor just to check up on him as usual. You see, you have to be in an elitist group to be able to have access to those types of pastors. Okay, so Betta Edu met all the criteria of the people in the elitist group. And she also proves that it's not a generational thing where the older generation are criminals and the younger ones are not. She's from our own generation. She was born in 1986. So a young girl that was born in 1986 and is a thief has just proven so many things to us. Number one, the criminal religious leaders, not just the politicians now, the criminal religious leaders are working hand in hand to keep us messed up, number one. Number two, the generational arguments that we've had for so long that, people from the older generations are rogues. No, even the people in the younger generations have become rogues as a result of what we've experienced so far in our lives. So I just wanted to put that out there. And please, people, support the channel. Click on that like button. That's the minimum. Thank you very much.
God bless you, the Prince. That's my own and our very own, the African Wahala. And thank you so much there, Rodder the 2000. I appreciate that too. And it seems that, it's going to be a good night, I told you. And some people are still being generous despite all the January bills, Abby. So I don't really ask. I am very grateful to everyone who really feel cool to be that generous. Same thing goes to Christy. These are regulars. They've always been around, supporting my ego every now and then. Do I have a caller there? Okay. I actually thought I did, but I think I didn't. Now I do. Hello.
Hello, Michael. This is Adiola, your friend.
Baba, I mean, I was just still giving a vote of thanks to my super chatter, so I didn't look at the screen. So, Adiola, how are you? I saw yesterday you were almost in, but it was so late, so you couldn't make it. I saw your call.
I couldn't make it. I think I had a comment yesterday to put across, But happy birthday to Princess. I hope she had a wonderful day yesterday. So so straight on to today.
Yes, sir. Go on.
So straight on to today. I think I saw a picture of people gambling, like a gambling picture of people in a gambling house. I think you put that up quite quickly.
But I've always wanted to share a story about it, but I just never had the chance. I was surprised to see grandma playing betting, and I put it on Facebook. I said, "Are women really playing this gambling?" I did say something about a gambling pandemic in Nigeria, where young people have been sucked in. I mean, it has actually made them more poorer. That's under pandemic that people believe that more, attention is not being paid to the ruins. So that picture of that grandma shook me. And people said, women are playing the gambling like anything these days. Like that's what people are trying to use to survive.
Yeah. People have to understand that there's a strong link with gambling and poverty. There is a strong direct link with gambling and poverty. Even in the UK, if you keep your eyes peeled, when you go to the most deprived parts, where you have the most of the gambling shops around.
That's right.
There's a popular saying that that the foolish man is will soon part with his money. Is a sad reality. They are praised, so they go into the most deprived parts of the world and they set up gambling shops. So if you by any chance go to any deprived parts of Scotland, whatever it might be, just take a tour of how many gambling shops you might find on a particular street. You might have two. You might have two of the same brand on a particular road. You might have two or three. Two of the same type or of the same company operating on the same road. So there's a strong link with gambling and poverty. That's how that model works. That model only works when they only set up establish shop in the most deprived parts and where there's poverty. So that's one. So that's how it works. That's their hope. So they sell hope and they just part with people's money. So there's a strong link with gambling and poverty. So it's a model they use around the globe. And so Nigeria is a prime target. Is a sweet market for gambling. So people, that's why you won't find gambling shops in nice, rich areas of prosperity. You can't find gambling shops there because those people operate on a different level. They are educated. They know how to make money. So they don't need to rely on any odds to actually make money. So there's a difference between. So you can't go to a rich area and find gambling shops. They will say lie. You will reduce the value of those houses, because if you put a shop next to a particular household, that shop will either increase the value or reduce the value. So no offense to Lido.
A guy shared a story with me, Adiola, and I think I've shared that story on this platform before, right? The guy said he was advised when he was looking for what business to go into, and he was advised to go into the lotto business, okay, like an agent.
Yeah, of course.
So he now moved into an area, all right, where he opened his shop. And he said within 3 years, he just observed that the young people, including housewives in that area, they all suddenly just became poorer. Adiola, he said young people that he met in the area that were looking normal, looking okay, and all that 3 years ago, some of them are now looking haggard and in debt.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I said they are
That's
in
what
debt.
does.
Every time he's sitting in his shop and he's looking at some of them, and he saw them depreciated to that, the entire area. So he decided to just sell off the business. You know something? What people said online, they said, you are a very, very terrible person. So they have been investing for 3 years. Who knows? Maybe the 4th year is when the lotto will pay them. You now close the business. You say you are pitying them. You are a horrible person. That's when I knew that gambling in Nigeria is worse than pandemic. Your point,
Baba, if you look at the richest woman in UK, Google her, she owns a gambling brand. So it's not by chance, and it's not. It is strategic. One of the richest women in the UK owns a gambling chain. So there isn't any math to do anymore. Gambling has irreparable damage on young people. Even in the UK. If you look at charities that have been set up to address gambling harm that has been caused, to young people. So you have young people. So even now, the government in the UK is trying so hard to reduce gambling by pumping money to educate
those people.
No.
There
is no protection.
Rather, see,
Baba,
their
is free
superstars
reign.
are doing adverts,
Baba,
encouraging people
Baba
to
is
gamble
free
now.
reign. Baba is free reign. It's free. There isn't any gambling laws that will curb the excesses. So it's Babasi, it's free reign. It's free money. So if you're operating a gambling franchise in Nigeria, you're actually making free money because the laws do. Yeah, because the laws, guarantee that you operate, without any restraint and without curbing your excesses. So, so the poverty would increase. So those are the things that would increase. See, Baba, when you start seeing increase in gambling, it is a direct indicator of increase in poverty. So there's a direct link. So see, Baba, I don't like to predict. There's some things that don't need prediction. To battery buy, so if you see the rise of gambling franchises, it only means one thing: decrease mobility and
productivity,
entrenched poverty. So so the outcome is that. But when you look at you're putting labor force into full swing, and you're maximizing your opportunity.
Production, and they have less
for the
time
production.
to be like
exactly. So look at China. Look at how they put things into production. I think the previous caller mentioned about the rail network. It took them God knows how many years. You don't have welders. You don't wish to build a rail network without the labor force. I did the research before I said to them I won't take up that role of social advisor. I knew exactly the country was in dire strait and they were wasting their time. So if you're a welder in America, 2 years of welding school, your starting salary is nothing less than 70 grand. That's
chance not to pay, like you know what I mean, like you pick up the list.
So if you're in New York, you will say you will go to the fracking site where they frack oil and gas. You go and collect 120 card per year. So that's what don't join you. But Nigeria doesn't understand the fact that you have to build a strong labor force. So if you are constructing real lines that the most expensive in the world, it's because you don't have labor force. So even down to Betta, I even have name for her. You know me, I normally hold myself down. Edu, Betta Edu.
Somebody said now
Betta thief.
Another person was like, she said
no,
Betta
never bitter. Exactly. Betta thief. Betta thief. Betta thief. Because it is even unfathomable that an agency that was meant to cushion the effects of the rubbish they are doing is entangled with misappropriating funds. Then how do you intend to live out of poverty?
Of our Lord Jesus Christ, Amen.
No,
Amen.
Baba, see, Baba. I'll keep on telling people that I'm a student of the Bible, and you have to look at the model that they used in Acts 1 and 2. It is a model to reduce inequality. Even in biblical times, there was inequality. The church came together to contribute money, so there was none lacking amongst them. So the church is meant to remove that poverty by putting money together to reduce the problems caused by the government. That's what the church is meant to be doing. So let us get how the model works. Anyone that's interested in knowing how Acts 1 and 2, how they did it in the Bible, you should go and read those two books. You understand how they mobilize funds to reduce inequality and poverty. So inequality and poverty has been created because of man's greed. That's how you have poverty and inequality, because one person believes he should take everything.
Take everything for himself or herself.
And that's what Nigeria is. See, swerving into Ghana, very quickly on Ghana as well, because I think the current government there is scared that if you have Lumumba, you have Obi, and you have Julius Malema, and Dr. Arikana,
then they can't.
And Arikana. Because people don't understand that Ghana is a strategic place, was always a strategic place pre-independence of so many African countries. Anyone that is a student of history will understand that a lot of people went there looking for power, looking for a way to liberate black people. Even Americans, black Americans went to Ghana. There were many conferences in Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah, they were pushing for independence. That place is a bedrock, is a rallying call. So for them to take it to Ghana, it was strategic. It wasn't any randomized event. No, it's not. It wasn't. It was to stir the waters. It was to, because any serious black black person back in the 60s and 50s went to Ghana because there were so many events in Ghana. There were so many liberating events of black people in Ghana. That was the stirring pot. So then going to Ghana was a statement. So Baba,
thank you very much.
I don't use my time.
I know.
God bless you, sir.
We just have to take as many as possible, but you are so
Ma binu. No verse, I beg,
my brother. That's a very good one. Talking about gambling addiction, as well as the selfish or the greed of those who are not supposed to be using religion as anything at all, because he doesn't believe they believe in that religion. I have Sir and Elder Akinola, I believe. Is that you?
That's me, General.
Elder Akinola, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very fine. Thank you very much, sir.
Very great. Hearing from you tonight, sir. Please.
Yeah, it's will I say I thank you always for what you do to enlighten our mind. You mentioned one thing today which I want Nigerians to actually understand properly. That more than 90% of us are angry about corruption, not because we actually hate corruption. We are fighting against corruption because we are not the ones doing the stealing, most Nigerians. So until we start asking that critical questions of where everything went wrong. I was watching this movie. If some people are interested to watch it, the title is Bigger Than Africa. It's on Netflix. Right. It's about Yoruba race, about how the Europeans destroy Yoruba race as they were creating all this country across the face of Africa. Some of the problems that we face today in Africa, there's a reason why almost African leadership keep failing, not just in Nigeria, all across Africa. I know that you started with the situation in Ghana, where the idiots that are there are trying to prevent people who want to enlighten the youth from speaking. The same situation we're facing, you can see it started to creep in now in South Africa as well, and many places, Zimbabwe, in Zambia, and just across like that.
Including Kenya too. You are right, sir. Go on.
In 1885, the group of European Turks came together in Berlin and start to draw country and start to say, okay, you will call this place Nigeria, we'll call this place Ghana, we'll call this place these things. So, and that's where we ended up where we are today. They told you where you're going to belong. You didn't determine the country that you live in today. No. In essence, they just draw it and say, okay, you England, take that place. You Belgium, take that place. And that's where we are today. And we move around, we defend what this European talk did to us. And that's why our foundation is very, very loose. Now, is there an excuse for us not to now come together and think for ourselves and try to move on for ourselves? We have a bunch of people who actually have tried to be that in the past. I'm not trying to bring Yorubanism here, but I will always refer to it. I remember when Awolowo was contesting in 1979, the British asked him, will you maintain the coin interest in when you become Nigerian president? And he asked them, do you want Awolowo presidency in another British colony? So anybody that tends to stand out with these people, they will sabotage them and make sure that they collapse politically and all that. Or anybody that's ready to stoop to their foolish, corrupt way, and in essence, they will prop them up, and that is the chain of set of people we are seeing become our leader. People like Obasanjo, people like all this rogue, the guy we have, what is his name again? The Mr. thiefnubu that we have today. So these are the set of people that keeps, and you see also kind of set of people like that across Africa. Initially, it was a direct control. Now they are remote controlling us, telling us this is what you can do, this is not what you're allowed to do, and all that kind of stuff. And that's where we are. You don't have any country. And my word to you tonight, you don't have a country.
That's right.
Until we are ready to have that referendum where we're all determining the future where we want to belong, then this phase of fake country we see all across the face of Africa will continue to repeat itself. So I'm sorry that this division will continue to exist, where they will try to make it to look like it's fight between Yoruba and Igbo or Igbo Hausa and all the same thing that is happening in Nigeria is happening in Kenya. Go and ask them. There are a lot of tribal, forts, people fighting themselves all across. They created it on purpose to continue to make you slaves. And we need to come together and give us ourselves a part of the future. So thank you very much, everybody, tonight. Thank you, General, for what you do for us. Thank you.
God bless you so much for all the support as well, sir. You take it easy, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. So, Olori, Charity, Adenike, Oko, Oshunlaja. Thank you very much for that. I saw your super chat and, well, that's some people said we have to give you a title here. And I'm saying, you don't give Olori a title. Olori means queen. You don't give another title to a queen, so to say, because the wife of a king is the Olori, Ayaba, that kind of a thing, right? And then when you have Olori, there must be a king somewhere, right? And that king tells in the name, doesn't it? So I don't think we need to give Olori any title anymore. We just have to make sure that our current title is more or less like, a blessing already. So thank you very much, Joe. I don't know what to say. I have seen people who have given me some, generous super chats. And sometimes I just like, come on, people try. Like, just love this guy on YouTube. And YouTube says you could give him support. Supporting my channel means you can use my super chat, you can use my PayPal, you can use any other thing like you think you can. And then you pick out your card. You are watching a YouTube video, man. And then you bring out your card and you begin to punch it in like cha 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 cha. And he asks, how much do you want to give a super chat? It's like £50. Really? I think somebody gave me £200 a while back. And oh man, good old days. That was when the super chat started. Okay, it was like people was like, this is so distracting, like all colors and all that. So Olori, thank you. You've always been very, very generous on this platform. So is Clement Ojo. Now, Clement Ojo, I feel like there is a K missing because I spoke about Ghana tonight. Thank you. I've got friends all over Africa too, in case some of you don't know. Like, all of you are from Niger. And indeed, you see everyone from every part of Nigeria on Mayegun's Diary Politico. Then, you have no idea that I've got other greater fans who are Africans too. So when I saw Ojo, I was like, is that Kojo? But I was like, no, it's Ojo. I'm just going to leave it at that. So thank you, Clement, for your generosity as well. So now I can take more. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Well done. I'm good. I'm good. Well done.
Yes,
anyway, I joined. I'm in the middle.
Oh, okay. You didn't start with us,
I didn't start today.
Well, middle is not that bad because if you join in the middle, it means that I was probably talking about Ghana around that time, maybe.
Yeah. I saw it. I saw the footage. I saw everything, and anyway, I wanted to ask you. Do you know this Obutu? What's it called? Ranch. Do you know Cross River?
In Cross River,
yeah.
Of course I do.
Yeah, Cross River.
Obudu
Yeah,
Tinapa. Oh, great old days. But well,
good days.
You want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say something about it. Like, I don't know if most people know about this place. People need to go and check about this place. Like, go through it, see the marvelous place. See how Nigerians, our government, just like wasting that country away.
Have you seen the video of all of the abandoned place in that Obudu Ranch? Have you seen the video?
I saw everything.
If they didn't have all this music to it, I would have brought it here. It is totally shattering and heartbreaking. Seriously.
Honestly, very heartbreaking, so disheartening. Did you see this? The car cable.
I saw all of
You
that.
know
The
this.
cable car, eh? I saw all of that abandoned.
Cable
Like, I
car.
saw that.
Yeah, abandoned. Is this not the cable car we use in England? I mean, London to cross Thames. You know, to cross Thames in London. There is London.
I'm sorry, I said cable key. I used the cable car, around the London Eye when me and my family went to London Eye.
Exactly.
Abi?
Exactly.
Then, I mean, like, come on. I remember. Anyway, yeah, go on.
Yeah. This is so serious. You know, the height of that place, I think is about, like they said, is about 900 to 1,500 meters above the sea, the level, you know? Imagine. And the place was, I mean, it's covered like 2,400 acres. See, look at that place. I want people to just go and check that place and see what is. And this was done during the time of Donald Duke.
Donald Duke, yeah.
That was, I think, 1999, something about.
7. They are the first set.
7, exactly.
Peter Odili, Donald Duke.
Yes.
There's this other guy in Akwa Ibom then, Obong Victor Atta.
Yeah,
they are the first set. They are the first set in 1999. Oh my God,
yeah,
man.
this is. I don't want to be like too emotional about this thing, but it's really sad. It's really sad, and this thing is not just started. See what happened. See what they did there, and the thing is just the place is now chartered. All these cable cars is abandoned. The place is not running anymore. And this is a nice place that people come from everywhere in the world.
You seen the road to Datobudu Ranch?
Oh my God! Don't
I don't think
like
there is any good. There are many good roads like that in any way.
Oh my God! No, that zebra thing. Look at the ground. Look at everything
as abandoned
there.
As
see the green.
Those roads are still there. They are still shining and looking so cool.
Oh my God, I don't want to be emotional tonight, honestly.
All
that one. That one is there. Then there's one thing then about this Betta Edu. Honestly, I'm not really surprised about all of them. I don't know why people are just making this thing like the big thing. That is just them. It's not surprise. That is the normal thing. Maybe the lady step on toes, or maybe someone pardon me, I'm not saying that is what happened. I said maybe maybe one of them
like you are defending now
maybe
but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not defending her. Maybe one of them, maybe they want to like date her, or they want to do something and she refused, and it's like, oh no, I can't do this one. Is this one I can do? Maybe that is what happened, that they just exposed the girl, the lady. She's a pretty lady. So anything, it's not about, it's not a big
about
thing.
That story, man. You know, the one that actually really is sad, if I have to be emotional with her case, is this. She was just 13 years old when democracy started. She was 13, a teenager in 1999, which means she's a new breed of thieves. That is sad. Like, when we're younger, right? Like, if you take 24 years out of your age, and you go back to where you are.
I already finished our station. I already had my last.
You know those dreams, eh? All those dreams are So maybe Betta Edu was always dreaming of becoming a minister. That was going to steal. Everybody dreams.
So, and then, like what said now, that it's not that we hate them or we hate the crime. It's only we are not really opportune to get there. There are a lot of them in England. There are a lot of them in England that they're supporting these people. That when they get there, that's it. They're going to do worse. I'm telling you, even men and all of them. If you listen to them, the way they talk, if you're close to them, you know that definitely this thing we call whatever corruption is. No, I'm telling you. That's just that, because I don't want to waste time much.
Thank you,
and I know, and about the gambling. We know why there's gambling. It's everywhere. We know why. It's because poverty. People believe like the little money because there's nothing. Most of them already thought of when they get money, like little money, which business can they do with it? They don't know. They just believe, oh, this one, at least if I play this one, I can easily get this double the amount. That is just it. What is going on in Nigeria now? The country is
like, see, me, I always believe that women, women, now, right? When I was growing up, I always believed that, I always believed that women, they are so afraid of letting their money go.
No.
You know what I mean now? You are a woman. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you can spend the other person's money. Like, you know what? Like,
I can't put my money there. No.
I'm gonna. They will say, if, let me ask you this question, okay? Let's say you and your husband now, let's say you have 2,000 pounds and your husband have 3,000 pounds. How much money is in that household in total?
3,000.
That's a real woman answer. So don't ever think that because she has 2,000, you have 3,000.
My own is for me.
Money in the house is 5,000. So that's what I see women as. But for a woman to give her money for gambling, something must be wrong.
I don't know. So that means everything is wrong.
Everything is wrong.
Everything is wrong in Nigeria. So, and I don't think anyone is expecting less than this. It's still going to get worse, It's still going to get worse. Because we've been saying this thing for long. And we keep saying it. We keep saying it. And it's getting worse and every day. So don't expect. If there's no solution, like everybody should just split. Go in your way. Separate ways. And then we can then do with our own people, however we want to do it. We start from the scratch again. That is the only solution that country. I don't know why. But I don't believe, some people are afraid, but our government, I don't think they're going to allow that. They won't, it's not going to come easily. And people should not think, freedom it's not free.
It's not free.
Freedom, it's not free. It doesn't come easily. Then there's one thing again, before I go, please, I want people on this channel. This channel it's a great channel. I see it as one big family. That's everybody. We always look towards like, oh, someone like me, I can't really wait. 8 o'clock, I check my phone. Even I must be honest with you. There was a time I was in AIA. I was there. And I was looking for, my phone is almost gone. And I was looking for a charging point to listen to Mayego.
Oh dear, bless you.
Honestly, I'm telling you, I was here. I was rushed there, and I was like looking for just let me just to listen. No, be calm. Just to listen to you. It's not back to being calm. That I didn't want to miss that the program. You understand? That is this channel. I want people to know that this channel is like one big family. Yeah, we shouldn't promote any hatred speech
against one another.
We have Muslims, we have Christians, we have those people that are not even, they don't even believe in any religion. We have traditionalists, we have all of us, we are here.
And we have people from all over Nigeria.
We have one big and all over Nigeria. I mean on this channel, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, and I believe we all have the same mindset. That is why we are here together, right? That is why we can't wait to listen to Mayego. We love Mayego. We listen. We know. We love what he's preaching, what he's saying. We know that we have one. What is it? One mind. One mindset. Like, oh, we are fighting corruption. We want the best for ourselves, for our people, every one of us. That is what our own. Our mind. That is what we are here for. So please, I'm just imploring people. Please, when we talk, we are fighting this Sharia. What is it called? What do they call themselves? All the jihadists. We are fighting, killing us, right? We are fighting them, right? We should mind everything we are saying. We shouldn't condemn any like, oh, we condemn them. We condemn the Muslims because they are hiding under Muslims.
Yes.
Right? So we Muslims should agree that when they are saying exactly when they are saying it, when we are saying it, because I say it too, when we are saying it like, oh, they are doing this. If anybody is saying it, they are doing it, the Muslims are doing it. Yeah, we should agree. Because these people, they are doing it under the umbrella of Muslim Islam. So we should face the reality that we must acknowledge them, but we have to condemn it together. But I must tell you people that this country, this Islam thing, we have moderate Islam. We have moderate Muslims. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you.
Thank you. So I have another caller, and I kind of believe this is a Chike, but I'm not sure.
My good Dari Politico.
Yes,
this
sir.
is Chike from Edmonton, Canada.
Oh, bless you. I got it right. Mind you, let me tell you the secret. I saw your name on the call, by the way. So just so you know. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm very well. Thank you, sir. How are you?
Very well, too. I'm surviving. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year.
Same to
Happy New Year.
Same to you. Chike.
Yeah, I hope you and the family are doing great.
I mean, we can't really complain. You know, thanks so much for asking. And nice everyone too.
Thank
the
God.
Family, like
we thank God. Everybody is doing great. Thank you.
Amazing. Baba.
Thank you.
It's good to hear from you again, Chike.
Yeah.
Please.
Likewise.
Thanks,
Michael, I'll be really quick just to give people the opportunity to talk.
Please.
I wanted to talk about the spoiled rice that those politicians distributed, right?
Oh, did you see that? Yeah, go on.
Oh man, I saw the rice, and in my mind, I was like, these politicians will probably feel like they're doing something good,
that's right,
giving rice to people. And then when they brought out the rice and showed it like to the camera, it was spoiled. My God, I was emotional. I was emotional, to be honest, because like, let's forget this whole Emilokon and all that. People, like most of these like people that voted for Tinubu, at the end of the day, they're still human beings. And look at how they're being treated. Spoiled rice. Those bags of rice are like bread crumbs that fall off the table of politicians, and they cannot get it right. So it's I keep saying it. These people are pushing us to the wall, and they're going to get something one day. It's coming. It's coming. It's really annoying.
Something is coming for them. And everybody
something is coming.
For them. Everyone will get what is coming for them.
For sure. That was just what I wanted to talk about today. Let me give other people the opportunity to contribute.
I know it's great to hear from you, by the way. And thanks so much for all of that. The usual hi that I see off there too, right? So thank you. I do appreciate it.
Don't mention.
As usual, right?
Thank you very much, Mike. We'll be in touch, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Take it easy. So that's a Chike from Canada, by the way. And Chike is also a very much regular on this platform, and it's lovely to hear his voice, right? I have another caller on the line, and that will be hello.
Hello, Bayegun.
Yes, sir.
Bayegun lawamo Tojo-dodo. Now you be number one, man. Well, I mean, I'm the one called Alkai, 360 degree.
Oh, so
yeah.
Your super chat earlier, sir. That's grand.
Right,
really
man. Oh man, I can't believe. I can't believe that I'm online on the phone with you.
Yes,
it's unbelievable.
Yes, you are. And in this, it's not a chance for me to personally say that thank you to you, right?
You're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
I want to say that to everybody who does that. Like, how do you even do it? Like, you just feel like, and then you're just going to just.
Well, actually,
I'm going to give him some money. I mean, I'm so kind of
right.
You're
welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
It is our little contributions. Towards your efforts. We can't pay for it. What you're doing, we can't pay for it.
Really,
no way.
Really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And
so
also, yeah, please.
You're welcome.
Short.
All right. Well, I mean, if my kids were up by now, I mean, they would have been shouting, "Maya gun, Maya gun." I said, "It's not Maya gun, it's Maya gun."
I know. I am kind of
So,
very, very good with kids. That's why I am planning that maybe one of these days I'll be lucky, right? Where I can actually
right,
see a lot
sure.
of us
Talk to them.
physically. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like meet
right,
families, give speeches, and then they talk to people rather than just do this
right,
like we do normally. So I'm so famous with kids, though. Like, trust me, I've heard a
right,
lot.
right.
People used to record their
It
children
sounds
singing that song. They used to record them and send them to me. Man, you go look at my daughter singing
wow.
this. And I'm like, really? So yes, sir.
That's
Please.
great. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I just want to chip in on the issue of Betty Edu, or what is her name? You know.
Her name is Betta Edu.
All right. So, in my opinion, I think these young ones, they are being set up, you know, to actually fail. You know, these
do you know something, right?
old
You would
termites.
be the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
person to say this to me. You know, when we say, oh, these old people are criminals, they never dispute it. They don't even argue it.
Right.
Do you get that?
Right.
But they do sometimes say, all of you young people, you are worse. And then some people said sometimes they bring all these people to set them up so that they can use them as an example and say, Chibi, you said we are the old people who are corrupt. What about all of you? Look at this example and that.
Right.
Or does that even like
that's exactly
you feel like
yeah,
too,
that's
right?
exactly what that's what is going on. And many of them will still fall to victim to this these old termites in Nigeria. And they just want to use them to mock the young ones, that we told you that you are worse than us, your generation is worse than ours. We told you, and you will never taste power again. We've tried some of you and you failed. You know, this is just in my opinion, you know. So yeah, but above it all, I really love your program. And I was introduced to your show by my Igbo friend, actually. Mola Dimeji, you know. Yeah, and so I'm really happy to talk to you, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, you have a wonderful one.
Are up, right? Just tell them that we spoke. Okay, could you give me their names so that you can tell them to go and see these parts? So I will say their names.
Yes. The first one is the first one is Michael Adegoke, and the other one is Yemi, and the last one is Adeola.
Okay, so Michael, Yemi, and Adeola, right?
Adeola.
So now look at me here, right? I just spoke to your dad, Michael. Adeola, and then what's the third one again? Who's the third one again?
Yemi is the second one, so and the last one is Adeola.
Yes, Adegoke, Adeola, and Yemi, right? So I just spoke to that and said you love watching Mayegun. So this message is for you.
A lot.
The moment you get up to see this message, right, you will know that I wish you were up when I was talking to Daddy, but you were not. Probably preparing for school tomorrow, right? So yeah, this is from Mayegun. Okay, take it easy, and one of these days, maybe I will say hello to all of you when you are up.
Sure.
So you say
Thank
that to
you
them.
so much.
I have to mute you. You won't let me send the message. It's not for you. It's for them.
So,
yes. I want you to tell them that they should go and watch Mayegun from 2 hours, 37 minutes.
Okay.
2 hours, 37 minutes.
Okay.
Mayegun mentioned your name because I spoke to him last night. Say that to them.
Right. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Sure, I will surely show it to them.
Please do. Yes, sir.
All right. You too.
You
all
have
right.
a good one, okay?
Bye.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
So I kind of I'm always sorry, my caller. 1 second, right? Let me tell you something, guys, right? If everything goes as planned in 2024, I'm not only just going to meet a lot of us physically, I promise you, like not in Nigeria yet, okay? And not in anywhere in Africa as well. But the rest of the world, if everything works as planned, so I'm dreaming that because I'm a dreamer, you know me. And I'm somebody who believes that if I can think about something, I can always do it. Yeah. You know, children, if you're watching me, remember this, oh. If you can think about something, you can do it. So you have to make sure that you invest your time in thinking about great things and do not let anybody tell you your dream is too big. Oh, you are dreaming like that's too big. And that's impossible. Don't let anybody tell you your dreams are impossible. Just dream it. because the philosophy of life is that if you can think it, then you can do it. So to me, everything, all things being equal, in 2024, I am kind of hoping that I'm going to take this off you seeing me on your screen only to you seeing me physically, where we're actually having audience and gatherings where this conversation is held physically, and I will meet your family, meet the children, meet everyone, talk to them, reassure them. Yoruba nation is easy. You are Igbo, you are a Biafran, okay? And you are our future. I want to tell that to the kids. I want to tell the children that they are our future. I mean it. You know, meet all the Yoruba children and say, you are our future. Okay? We believe in you. Yoruba nation will come to life, we succeed, and we live. And you know all of that through you. And we must make sure that you are fortified. You know what I mean? Like you are solidified, sanctified to carry that battle. But we will start it for you, don't worry. I want to say that to the Yoruba children when I meet them in a gathering. I want to say that to the Igbo children and say, yeah, you are that future, okay? You are the Biafra. We you know, all of us are going to be sort of, you know, shaking and dancing in our graves when they finally come, because you, the destiny of all these new nations, are going to be on you. And this is why. I want to say that to children physically. And I'm going to do that this year. Yes, I'm going to do that this year. Starting from this year. All right. I am so sorry. Tony, is that you?
Yes.
See, Baba, I am so sorry I kept you waiting there, all right? But somehow, I had to say that.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I just had to say that so that I can come back a year later and say, did I not tell you? Look at me. I'm in France, you know, San Francisco. I am meeting with a group of, you know, that stuff, right? You know what I'm talking about. So it's a dream. I didn't have any better time to say it. I had to say that. So I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, bro.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Hi.
I'm very well.
Yeah, how are you? Yeah, we're still waiting for you. You know where? I don't want to mention. We're still waiting for you. We want to see you in 2024.
See, I saw your message. I've saved the number and all of that stuff. But I'll let you first deliver your stuff here. Then I'll say something before you go. Okay? Come on, go on.
You know, we had Adiola this last Sunday, and it was wonderful. You need to go and watch it. I wasn't on the panel on that day. I couldn't later on. Anyway, let me know.
Right? Tell me something about this, right? There is this program where everyone is welcome to be part of the panelist, and it held everywhere Sundays, right?
Saturday and Sunday.
It is Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, now you're giving me clues, right? Because you know something, like I am somebody who is so old school in a way that, you see, this is my life. It has been sort of modeled, including my routines every day is modeled towards me ending up here from 8 p.m., right? So which means that if I'm going to be involved in anything, it is either I'm going to cancel my 8 p.m. to get it.
No, you don't need to cancel it.
No,
you don't need to cancel it. What?
It's making sense now. Because I'm so
he's going to call you. He's aware that you've got a lot of audience, a lot of people. We're waiting for the GO to speak. We can work out something, even if it's 1 hour. You just want to be with us. I mean, I'm sure.
I love all those neutral grounds, Baba. I do, honestly.
And a lot of people that are there now also come there. I can recognize. I see some names that I know. I mean, some of them know who is talking as well. You know. Anyway, let me go straight because I've got a different.
Now, so we will talk now. Now, Saturday, Sundays. Now, I've got flexibility. It makes sense. This makes sense. That was my worst fear, right? Opening your message always give me some. Opening your messages always give me some level of. I don't want to read that. I don't know what I'm going to make there. Like, I don't know, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do what.
Just leave him a message and tell him the best time to call you. He's definitely call you, even though he teaches.
It's even easier now. Now it makes sense to me. So, Baba, sorry for wasting your time the second time. Now use your own minute. So that everybody here will not be like, can't you just go and discuss this after the program? I want to call him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, please
go on. Very quickly, I've got a different take on this with Betta Edu. I only got to know that she was a commissioner under Ben Ayade, and we don't know what happened. So it was there, I believe she was trained how to thief. Okay. Now, We don't know. I wouldn't say that I know all the details about her servitude then. You know, and then we fail to forget that she was one of the women leaders that were cheering for Band of Thieves. So she got rewarded for her part in the heist that they conducted. Now, after conducting the heist now, she became emboldened to steal this money. I can't almost be sure, but the APC are covering everything because it's damage control they are doing right now. She is not alone in this deal. This heist that she's done is a private heist.
Access to Aso Rock. Did you see how they turned that back today?
And now, wait,
TVC no like me. And Tinubu TVC. That's why I didn't use their video tonight.
Wait now, my God.
Oh yeah.
Wait now, my God. I'll give you a lot of things to think about, and everybody.
Sorry.
See, listen, yeah. They are trying to distance themselves, and all this thing is to show people that APC, we're not corrupt people and all that. We have the muscle to deal with thieves and all that. Why being said Oyedepo has not said anything, but yet she told us that they laid hand on her during the last Shiloh, and she whispered in his ears. Obviously, he should have asked the right question. What party do you represent? You being a man of God, you know that these people are band of thieves. You should just tell them. She should has responded there and there and tell her, Omo, I am not part of
that. I just walk away.
Good luck, or God bless you. Good luck with that, but I'm not a part of it. Now, he has said that what she's trying to tell us from her testimony, this last testimony, even I heard she mentioned Jerry Eze, but I've not even heard that. That one is another matter. That man has never talked anything about politics, about how people are suffering and all that, because money now is coming in. Because it's time. Listen, I'm not afraid. It's time to start calling up the people that are corrupt in the church. The church is corrupt. They are part of the problems we have today. I can boldly say that. Anybody that will be cursing me right now, you see, go curse yourself. I'm a Christian. I don't follow man, I follow God. And that is what a lot of people are doing. Now, people have not come out to say after this revelation that, listen, I'm not a part of this heist. Now, the question that you begin to ask your mind, honestly, has she paid her tithe? Is it possible that she has paid her tithe and that is why they are that is why they are keeping their mouth shut. Now, number two, the gentleman that called earlier started telling me about lecturing us about gambling. What is he talking about? You should just go and sit down, man. That guy is an Agbado guy. I can tell you without because I know them. They come and gaslight people. Now they are telling they want to point who puts Nigerians into generational poverty. Is it not the politicians? So now they are going to bet Niger to win odds 1,000 naira, 500 naira. You are now on your moral high horse to condemn somebody who has gone to bet Niger. And now he's telling me about the UK. How many, even if he's visited UK at all, or he's in the UK, how long have you been in the UK? Do you know anything about UK? The Canary Wharf where I worked before, which is the financial district of London, I know that we have betting shop there. So betting has got nothing to do with the rich or the poor. It's a habit. And I'm not here, please, let me just correct this thing. I'm not here to defend betting or support betting. It's a lifestyle. Now, Camelot is a betting company and all that. They have done so much for the UK, the people of the UK, than any African government.
Because
people should call UK lottery. UK lottery. They call Camelot. Yeah, it's a betting and all that. But
they also have another one who also roll after Camelot too. But yeah, I'm following you.
Exactly. So people should come and challenge me. It is the kind of rubbish that they put in their head that gambling is telling me that it's a Bible. What kind of Bible student, bro? Go and learn the ways of Christ, not following some Baba G.O. You're going to be fucked up. That's when he was presenting all that.
You got what he was trying to kind of talk about.
No,
it was just pointing it out, highlighting the pandemic, right? And then people being left vulnerable. You know, in the UK here, right? If your situation gets, they don't play gambling like in the UK like they do in Nigeria, so to say. You know that, like, once you begin to once you begin to kind of collapse in front of Betfred, Abi, what's the other bet? I don't know the names.
They
You
have
know what I mean? Like, once people
yeah, they
begin
have,
to,
but
you know the drama now.
No. He's trying to listen. He's trying to say what he's trying to say, but I call it it's a very, very mischievous gaslighting. It's a mischievous gaslighting he came to tell us here. And he ended it by saying, this is the sort of thing they teach them in church. Like I said, I'm not trying to say that gambling is right and all that. For you to say that why people are gambling in Nigeria is not because of it's because the government have failed. People are desperate. People rob. I mean, you saw that video where that guy was saying that if things doesn't change, he will start carrying guns. That is a product of where our responsible government have come. And somebody was please, we shouldn't mention Nnamdi Azikiwe here to me or Awu and all that. All those guys have gone. Or the other elder. And I know that that is an Awus. I mean, it's not about Awus. It's about let us start calling out our thieves and address it and call it the way it is. We saw someone. We saw someone harassing that soldier. I know that. Look at soldiers now. They have started to tackle him. Even one of his commanders. I don't know whether you saw that video. That now United Nations. Yeah, the United Nations that they were even abusing him. That he's not a soldier. And all that. You see, illiterates. That's a United Nations uniform that he's wearing and all that. You know, him. You know. So the problem is we are not tackling the issue. Betta Edu stole. Betta Edu stole because she saw what her political father, her adopted political father, is doing. She did it with so much confidence and audacity, and so much more that they are doing. So people should not come and start gaslighting people. Or we're saying Betta Edu. But how about other thieves? Let them arrest them
as well.
Now they've selectively picked her. Listen, I'm not sorry for her. Whatever happens to her, tough. But listen, nothing is going to come out of it. Even the head of...
you see, that's one part that people need to understand why a lot of people are not interested sometimes when these things happens, okay? Because they're like, okay, it's suspended. Oh, they've removed her. And so the next thing, is he going to go to jail for why she was removed? No, they didn't send her to jail. What's the purpose of removing her then?
Yeah, and somebody even in the comment section, my eye just caught it now. He said something very valid. Because the guy was trying to link gambling and poverty. It is not true. Rich people go to casinos. Do you know how much they spend in casinos every night? Rich people, they dress sharp and go to casino. So you shouldn't come and gaslight us. This main thing, let us get to the bottom of it. Look at Ghana. People are coming to enlighten you guys and all that, and wake you up mentally so that they can speak to you. Then I don't know who is behind that and all that. Tell them that they are power from the above, and I wouldn't be surprised that Tinubu had a hand in it and all that, to dispense people. So our problem is from the grassroots is we're mentally bound. Until we are free mentally, we are not going forward. We are not going to come out. People are afraid to come out because mentally they are just so warped. People are afraid to say the truth because he's an Ijebu man like you, or because he's an Abeokuta man like you, or Anambra man like you, or Abia man like you. That's a problem we have. Who's didn't matter who's didn't matter we keep yapping here. Is he a Fulani guy? But the average Igbo man will be saying is Hausa Fulani. Not all Hausa Fulani are thieves, are criminals. Every tribe in Nigeria have got serious criminals, even some criminals that we do not know about. So let's just get Thank you, Michael. So please send the doctor
thank you. I don't have what do you call it? I'm going to pick his number from your own message because I have your number saved. So which means
do you want me to resend it tonight?
You might have to. Yes, you might have to.
Okay, that's cool. Okay,
that's missing the whole thing within the whole because there's so many messages.
No, yeah, it's very flexible. Even if it's 1 hour that you have or 1.5 hours, I'm sure.
As long as it's not going to clash with my 8 o'clock as usual. But yeah, I get it now.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you very much.
Another good one. I'm going to take my last call. This is going to be my last call tonight. Okay, and my last caller is on the line. And hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hey, my lady, Celia, is that you?
Yes. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That's my baby.
Oh, bless you. Is that a boy or a girl?
He's a boy, Jesse.
Oh, he's a boy. Okay. I hope the women will let you spend the next 2 minutes or so with us uninterrupted. So please, quickly. How
Yes,
are you
sir.
today, ma'am?
So I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you.
So welcome. Please go on.
So, all right, thank you. So I want to comment on the Betta Edu issue.
That is,
someone was
Betta Edu, and it is called Betta Gates. Betta
okay,
Gates.
sir. So, okay, sir. See, that girl, she has no excuse. Whether she's beautiful or she's what, let her go and answer the name that she gave herself. There's no peace for the wicked, as it is being said. So, push, even if they said someone, maybe Oga or someone made her to do it, is it by force? If the devil say, go and steal, and then the person went and stole something, and then the person is like, is the work of which work of the devil? By the time they
even ask you to
very
give them
well,
the address, since they have arrested you. So if the devil send you, you are then devil is co-conspirator. Give us his address. No, I said devil. The devil, you can't see him. Oh, you're mad. No, you're mad. Get in the car.
With the
So
devil.
you and the devil will have to find a witness. I know.
Yeah, so I mean, she cannot escape it. Nobody asked her. She said she wants to be minister, right?
Now,
whatever it is.
That she was as a minister.
She didn't tell the God that I'm okay. That aside, so I mean, she stole. Let her dance to the music.
That's right.
She played the music. Let her dance to it.
She should do the time only if this is not a drama. You know, as they say,
and I know there are so many other.
If you can do the crime, then you must be willing to do the time. So don't start giving us excuses like, oh, because I'm a woman. Oh, because I'm a... No, come on. Don't say that. You are a thief, man. See, you stole. And that was intentional. Right?
In fact, because she's a woman, that's the reason why people say I'm a woman.
Don't play that card on us, okay? You did the crime. You are going to do the time. I like that. Take responsibility. That's what we always say, right?
That's period. Straight up.
Straight
up. So and they should not use this issue again to cover up what is going on in Nigeria. Things are going on. Look at our pastors. I see Aqua president and Baba Panyam Junior. Oh my God, I saw them. So things are going on, and I just pray that it will not be quiet. Like when something happens, it will be talk of the day. After 1-2 weeks, it will just. I'm like, it bewitched us. I think nothing happened. Even this guy that was killed in Lagos, that Imole.
Oh, Mobile.
What is it? Thank you. See how everywhere, like almost every state, there was rallies and whatever. People are protesting, and it's not like really the talk of the day any longer. No. I just pray that I don't know if it's witchcraft too, but this is the height of it. I have never seen anything like this. Like something will happen, people are crying today, tomorrow they forget about. I'm like, Agini, what has happened to us? Anyway, me, I'm ready for action. If there's any call in LA, please, you guys will reach out to me. I am here.
Yeah.
Just give me the call. I am here. I'm ready.
You are willing to march and ready.
I have my friends, my Oyinbo friends. I think we're like 30-something already. We are ready. I am coming with my little army.
Celia is like with one army. Like you even have mercenaries. Yes. They call them mercenaries. Once they cross the border of America, they are now mercenaries. So if only you come with that 30 mercenaries, you are like a one battalion. Okay, I like that. Like,
I don't know why I don't have the training my husband had, like military training. And we have opposite to me. I can talk. I am fired up person. I am like Baba power. But my husband again military training, but he's so calm. I'm like, let's just explain this to show we are one. Why can't we just officer is officer, but anyway, I'm ready for them. I am ready for them. Let them enter America, Sha.
I know.
Because people are going to not get respect. So we don't have respect.
They will think right before people like you begin to have straps on. Because there are people, many like yourself, right? That will also get straps on and they are ready to, like, you know, let's go there. Me, I don't like guns.
But am I going? Me, I'm ready. They should just call me, Sha. If they don't call me, they are going to cheat me. But until then, I will give you gist on this platform.
You see, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you very much for all the time. And I appreciate all the effort too. Okay. Thanks so much, Milady.
Yes, sir.
That's Cecilia there.
Yes,
joining us from the US. She's now becoming a very prominent voice. Yeah, she's from the Middle Belt part of Nigeria, representing. I like that. I do. And like, you know, she's always in touch with people back home, where her family are still kind of part of the people facing this whole uncertainty, this terror, and all that. And I can imagine what the conversation is like. You know, me, if I call my own sisters and my own brother in Nigeria right now, they'll be talking to me about, you see, I told you I wanted to get a container. I told you I was going to get, I want to move my business to another bigger shop. Oh, I told you, remember that our mom has died for the past year, so maybe we should do remembrance. Oh, but actually, can we so and so? But I don't know what the conversation is going to be like between Celia and our people. Maybe the conversation is going to be like, hello, Mom, where are you? So, no, I'm in the market. Just getting some stuff for the house. I can hear some gun. Are you sure that is market? No, those are our security men, soldiers who are protecting us. No, those people are not coming tonight. They usually come on Wednesdays, and we usually go to, I don't know what the conversation is going to be like. Oh, Celia, my daughter, they've taken Mama, what do you call it? Mama Esther's village. Mama Esther's and the Esther's and the rest of them. Papa Esther and all of they have moved to our village, to our place now. They are now in our place because those people have taken that village. I don't know what the conversation is going to be like. So somebody like me is always going to be like, Omo, I think we need to get gone. Mama, I think if it is time for us to pick God, I'm ready to, you know what I mean? Like, Nigeria will get you, make you get ready. All of us are going to get ready. You see? Their greed is going to ruin Nigeria. It's already ruining Nigeria, okay? Your wishes and hoping that maybe things are just going to get better. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not how the world works, okay? And that's not how it works. And that is why you have to do something. That's why I love Celia there. You have to do something. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, my should I say estate agent? No. My agent called me today. It seems that they are about to find me a place that we are going to call I don't know the name yet, but I'm feeling like it's going to be called the Temple of Truth. You know, I want to have this whole thing physically. I want to have all of you have a chance of visiting me. You know, sometimes come and sit where I'm presenting like this. You just sit in my studio like that. And I'm presenting like this. And I'll turn the camera and be like, see the guests I have in the studio, those who just came to listen. They don't want to watch on their TV or on their phone. So yeah, it seems they are about to get a place for me. And I'm about to pay for one. If it fits into what I'm looking for, which I hope it does anyway. So this month I might pay for a place that's going to be the Mayegun's Diaries Temple of Truth House, the Truth House, or the Temple of Truth, whatever name you want to call it, here in Glasgow. And then we will set it up. You told me, you said, Mayegun, once you find a place, we're going to like come together for you. I'm going to need you. I'm serious. Maybe you shouldn't spend that super chat now. Don't spend that $5, okay? Don't worry about super chats. I'm going to need that $2 and $5, you know, £5 and all that very soon, because I'm going to need you, every one of us. But yeah, I'm still on it. So it is for the progress of the entire, mission, which is my mission, Mayegun's Diary Political. So on this, I'm going to draw the curtains. I want to say thank you to every one of you tonight, my generous friends tonight. Thank you. I am going to see you some other time. You know that. So until then, please take it easy. And remember, if you don't subscribe or set your notification on Mayegun's Diary Political, you will likely never receive any notification that Mayegun is live. So like the broadcast before you go. Good night.
Thank you. àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1. Máyégún Diary politico. Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.